SAA high school football season opener. This evening, Southwestern Warriors begin their 2021 campaign by battling the Madison Southern Eagles. Hello, my friends, alongside Michael, Greg, and the Lake Cumberland Sports family. I'm Josh McKinney, and Trust Healthcare Counseling Services High School Football, presented by the Don Franklin Family Dealerships on Lake Cumberland Sports. Welcome to the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Michael?
Yes, sir.
Good evening. It is an absolute pleasure to be back with you again for another season of Warrior football. It is time, my friend, finally.
Absolutely. I really only have just kind of two words to say about that. Heck, yeah.
I agree with that wholeheartedly, my friend. And, you know, the motto this year for the Blue and Orange, uncharted territory, no excuses. That rally cry gets set into action tonight.
It does indeed. Josh, really looking forward to this season. Super solid year last year. Coach Foley has kind of burst onto the scene here from day one.
Absolutely.
And the kids have bought into his culture. And really, the expectations have never been higher here at the reservation.
And that's where you get uncharted territory, no excuses this year.
And the last time that we saw this squad on this field, what was it, Josh? 6 inches or so from a regional championship?
If that, yeah.
If that.
That close.
And a lot of those horses that were in the stable in that game, guess what? Back in the stable.
Nearly all.
Nearly all of them.
Yeah, nearly all. Southwestern, coached by Jason Foley, his third season at the helm, 16-8 as head man here at Southwestern, 41-14 overall. The Blue and Orange coming off a 10-2 record last year. District champs, as Michael mentioned, they lost to Frederick Douglass by mere inches in a thriller here at the reservation back in December, 21-20. A region title game that wasn't decided literally until under the final minute. A little bit of unfinished business. It was a great way. You know, it really stung that Southwestern lost by just mere inches. But for us, we ended with the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week, and we start the next season with the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Pretty high cotton for us.
Absolutely. And big thanks to our sponsors for making all that possible. So if you're at home enjoying the video broadcast, we thank you for joining us. I want to challenge you, though. Come out to the field.
Absolutely.
Friday night lights. Can't beat it here in the state of Kentucky. And this Southwestern Warrior team, trust me, you're going to want to see them in person.
And like last year, let us not take a week for granted. Because some teams are not lucky enough to be playing tonight.
That's right. I think our opponent next week, you said, on the shelf this week.
I believe so. And we'll talk about that as we move along. 12th all-time meeting between Southwestern and Madison Southern. They last played in 2019. Coach Foley's second game at the helm. Blue and Orange won that one 35-34 in OT. Austin Barnes with an overtime touchdown in the two-point conversion for that W. That was Coach Foley's first victory at Southwestern. That was a big night.
That was a big night. I think the tides turned that night. That was a night that you and I said it looked like a JV squad.
Absolutely.
Had traveled up north, up 75. But a lot happened that day, and tides turned, and then Team Foley and the chant that we started to see later in the season, I think that was born.
Absolutely. Southwestern leads the all-time series 8-3, riding a two-game winning streak since 2018. The Warriors won, and we just mentioned, in 2019, and then in 2018 here at Southwestern, big-time fashion, 48-15. Other W's for the Blue and Orange in the series, 2014, 11, 2000, 99, 98, and 97, 18, 14, 2000, and 98. Those games were here at Southwestern. For Madison Southern, hard to believe, but Coach John Clark, it is his 11th season at the helm. He's been at Southern for a long, long time and built a nice program.
Yes, sir. I mean, 11 years is a long time to keep everybody happy.
Absolutely. That is very well said. Very well said. Madison Southern, you look at their overall record last year, that overall record, 6-4, it is what it is. District champs, Madison Southern, much like Southwestern. They started 3-3. Then they got rolling, finishing the year by going 3-1 with the ugly word, COVID, getting the Eagles before they could dance with Covington Catholic. Sadly, for that region crown, Michael, and that just a heartbreaking way for that run to end. You know, Madison Southern, year in, year out, whatever happens in the regular season, much like Southwestern in recent years, Madison Southern has played deep into the playoffs several years in a row under Coach John Clark.
You betcha. And I got to see this team last year, Josh, and a lot of these players
right.
on this Mad South team are back.
That's right.
I was asked to do a guest spot with the Pulaski County crew. And
Look at you now.
Well, Madison Southern kept Pulaski County out of the end zone offensively.
I remember that.
Pulaski County scored a defensive touchdown. But now we're talking about a high-powered Pulaski County Maroon offense led by Drew Polson. And Madison Southern kept them out of the offense, kept them out of the end zone, made their offense kind of look pedestrian. And so, I mean, look out tonight. I mean, Southwestern likes to run. They're going to challenge you to stop them. But we're going to see how Madison Southern does. They bring a lot of starters back on both sides of the football.
They certainly do. And, some of those names, and again, we'll interject here that we had hoped to bring you Madison Southern starters. We've got Southwestern starters. Ask all week for starters for Madison Southern. Those were not supplied to us, so we'll apologize in advance for that. But names back from last year: quarterback Cole Carpenter, Walter Smith at running back. He's a receiver as well. Walter Smith also leading scorer, returning last year. And defensively, that's the big question mark for me for Madison Southern. You look at their numbers from last year, you have to go down to the sixth spot, and Rocky Whitehead. Now, he was the sixth leading tackler on the team last year, and you have to go down to Rocky's spot to find him what's coming back defensively as far as leading tacklers.
Yeah, and as far as Madison Southern offensively, Josh, again, watching them in person that one game last year, number 11, Walter Smith, he's a kid to watch out for. A lot of tools, can do a lot of things, and he just jumped off the page and off the screen as having speed to burn. He's a game breaker. So, and I know Coach Foley has circled him on the game plan.
Oh, no doubt about that. No doubt about that. 12th all-time meeting for Madison Southern against the Blue and Orange. Their last W in 2017. That was in Berea, 23-20. They also won in 2013 and in 2012. That last game here at Southwestern. Now, here's one for you. 2016. 2016 was the last time Madison Southern started the season with a W. 2016. And that was a big key for Coach Clark in his preview of this team, how important and how they wanted to get off to a quick start. And that could possibly start here tonight for Madison Southern. 2016, the last time Mad South started the season with a W. They won 21-14 on the road at Lincoln County. You mentioned Coach Foley. Enough of our mumbo-jumbo. Let's hear from the Southwestern headman himself, Coach Jason Foley Show on Lake Cumberland Sports.
This is Michael Gregg with Lake Cumberland Sports. I'm sitting down here with head ball coach Jason Foley of the Southwestern Warriors. Coach, first and foremost, congratulations on a fantastic season last year, 10-2, district champs, regional runner-up, and just so close to being regional champions. And we're going to put that behind us and start talking about this year's squad. I guess first and foremost, how's off-season workouts been heading into this season?
Well, it's been really good. All the way back after our game ended in December, our kids were extremely hungry, motivated. They had a great year, but they were so close to getting to that next step, and I think it really fed them, and I think it made them hungry. I had several kids wanting the weight room, the week after we got done playing. And it's been good. We've got a lot stronger, a lot faster. We had a good spring, good summer, and we're just anxious and excited to get going. Seems like a long time for me, since last year, so definitely excited to get this thing going.
And, Coach, last year, you graduated some players, and I think definitely some leadership. Big Rowan Pennington, Dylan Asher, just to name a couple of those folks. Big host to fill on defense. What do you have to say about that? You got kids ready to step into that leadership role on that side of the ball this year?
Yeah, I think we lost some key players defensively. Rowan Pennington, Dylan Asher, Ian and Ethan Ware was big time in the secondary too. And so, those four played big roles. Alex Farler played some, and there's a few other kids that contributed too. So we've definitely got to fill those shoes from those guys, and that's not easy to do. Those guys were really good football players. We have some really good young kids. They're making progress every week. They'll only continue to get better throughout the season, but it's early on. Defensively, we're going to have some youth on the field.
Now, last year, first game of the season, I remember it well. We went to Wayne County, highly touted running back over there, and at the end of that one, you had a running back that kind of outperformed. Mr. Gideon Brainerd scored 5 touchdowns week 1. Offensively, running the football was kind of your signature and your forte. Same thing this year, looking at. I know the stable is full of horses back there for you, Coach.
Yeah, of course, we were a tremendous rushing football team last year. We've got our entire offensive line back. We've got every running back back. So, obviously, that's going to be something that we're we're going to try to do again. I mean, we're going to run the football. That's going to be a staple. But we obviously want to get better at passing the ball, and I think our quarterbacks have made some really good progress this offseason, and I think you'll see us really strong in our play-action passing game, and we'll be able to get some things going in the quick game too.
So you talked quarterbacks, so let's go ahead and go there. In the 2 years I've worked with you, quarterback has been something you've yet to have a kid that's coming back in year 2. You've had a starter. Last year, David Crabtree did a good job. Mason Hibbert starts the season for you, but we talked about how thin you were at that position, and you kind of had to be cautious playing Mason back there this year. I know right now Mason's slated as the one. What do you look to see out of that young man as he takes the helm this year to start this year off here against Madison Southern?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough sometimes when you're first-year quarterbacks and you don't have a lot of experience. But Mason does have some experience. Like you said, he started the first 3 games for us last year. We won all 3 games. He managed the game really well. And I think he's only expanded this year in the offseason, getting better and better. He's got the ability to use his legs. But, again, we got to be careful because he is our best defensive back returning, And so we've got big-time things for him to do defensively too. But he can do it all. He's had a really good spring, and I think, as we start this game 1, I think he'll open up strong for us and lead the way. We've got a couple young kids, Colin Burton, sophomore. This is his first year with us, and he's got a really strong arm, really accurate arm. The biggest thing with him right now is just learning the system. He's still, it's a growing process to learn. And then we've got a freshman that looks really good, Ron Anderson. He passes the ball well. He's got a really good moxie about him, a lot of confidence, and I think that's another kid that will emerge throughout the years.
And now, should these quarterbacks start throwing the football, let's talk about who's going to catch the football. I know last year Caden Hewitt's a name returning that we got to see a lot of. Big Brody Perkins at tight end, and Cody Harmon's getting that kind of reset year with the COVID do-over. Certainly contributors there. So who's going to be catching the ball for this year's Warriors?
Well, Caden Hewitt obviously is our number 1 target coming back. He's long, gotten faster, a really strong kid, 6'3", 6'4", extremely long wingspan. He's a playmaker. You mentioned Brody Perkins. He's a returning tight end. We've got 2 or 3 tight ends. Cody Harmon returns to us. He can make plays when we need him to. Of course, he plays a lot of defense for us. A first-year player for us here, Brandon Jones. Brandon has great hands. He's dealt with some injuries early on in the preseason, so he's just now getting back in his groove. But I think as the season progresses, you'll see him make some plays catching the football. Justin Vought's returning, Dev Patel. Those guys are seniors that can make plays. We've got some young kids in Jonas Gallagher, Owen Campbell, Nathan Vanover. So we've definitely got some options. We're just going to keep working with them and see kind of who's ready to step up to those Friday night lights.
So, Coach, we talked about Rowan Pennington earlier, and he's a linebacker that's kind of anchored this defensive unit for the Warriors for a few years now. Going to lose him. Defensively for Southwestern, linebacker core, I want to start there because it seems like maybe the injury bugs hit you. I'm hearing, you and I haven't talked until right now, I hear Christian Kelly's out, and he's a returning starter that I hear is going to miss some time. Let's talk about the defensive side. Let's start with the linebackers.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's definitely the question mark for us right now is at the linebacker position. You mentioned Christian Kelly. He tore his ACL back in February at a camp, and he was slated as a starter. And so that's definitely one that we're missing. You'll see some guys like Gideon Brainerd. He'll play a lot more linebacker this year. Tanner Wright will have to play some linebacker. Connor Crisp. Those guys we saw mostly on offense last year. Those 2 are very capable of playing defense, and we'll see them in action. We've got some new kids and some young kids. Hayden Burton, he'll be new, and he's really had a good spring, looking good for us. Ezra Major has done well, so we're excited what he can offer. Nathan Vanover could play a little bit there. And Lucas McKee, he's come off a hamstring injury. We think down the line he'll be ready. But there are a lot of young bodies there. Colin Hibbard's another one that can play. So we're just going to kind of see how it plays out here early in the year and see who steps up for us. But that's a position of question mark right now.
So let's focus on week 1 opponent, Madison Southern. I did get to see them in action one game last season. And there was a Walter Smith kid on that field that kind of was a Mr. Do-Everything, really talented kid, jumped off the page, and you could tell that watching him in action. What do you expect to see out of that squad here tonight as your team plays host to Madison Southern, looking for their first victory on the season?
Well, Madison Southern's a very good football team. They have had, the last decade, they've been strong. I mean, they are always in the mix for the region. They've been to a couple state final appearances. I know the last 2 seasons they've been in the region championship game. They've got 18 of 22 starters back off that team, so they're very good. It starts with Walt Smith. Walt's a tremendous playmaker. I mean, he's an athlete, that makes plays all over the field. So we're going to have to really keep an eye on him and everything that he does. You'll see him at Wildcat. You'll see him making plays at receiver in the backfield. So he's a playmaker. They got a couple really good running backs. They got an experienced line coming back and a quarterback. So they're balanced, and it's going to be a challenge for our defense early on here.
Keys to victory tonight, Coach?
Well, I think offensively we have to impose our will running the football. We want to be able to run and set up some passes off of it. I'm hoping our experience up front and our running back core that's coming back can lead the charge, and then I think we'll have some receivers making plays. So we got to be strong there on the offensive side. Special teams is always huge, especially the first couple of games, because it can be the difference maker. Really at any time, but early in the year, I think special teams can play a big part. Defensively, my biggest concern tonight will be tackling. In the scrimmages that we've had, we feel like we can tackle better than we have so far, so we have to tackle and wrap these guys up. And we'll just see how our young guys play. Like I said, you're going to see a lot of young guys on the field at that linebacker and secondary spot tonight. So we'll see how that goes, but we're excited to get going, and we're ready for the challenge.
Coach, I want to appreciate you, say thank you for taking time out of your busy day to sit down with me. Listeners, thank you for joining us. Only place you can catch Coach Jason Foley each and every week as we gear up for another fantastic season. Good luck to you, Coach, tonight and as the season progresses.
Thank you, Michael, and thank Lake Cumberland Sports.
Has much to offer. Enjoy it. Follow your dreams. Start a new business or expand an existing one. I'm Michael Bush, Vice President and Chief Credit Officer. Come find out why more businesses are choosing United Cumberland.
We, the people of this great land, are resilient and will get through this. And buying and selling is the real stimulus. Land and real estate are the premium investments, and they're not just making any more land. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we'll get you the most for your property with live, online, and multi-parcel auctions. Selling farms, homes, developments, and commercial properties for top dollar. Give us a call or online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Out here in the real world, we've spent too much time waiting around and wondering if we'll ever get to be what we really want to be. Now it's time to move forward. And with a little help from Somerset Community College, you can finish that degree or start a whole new life as an IT VIP, a healthcare hero, and more. In less time and for less money than you think. The time is now. The place is here. Never underestimate you.
Life has much to offer. Enjoy it. Follow your dreams. Start a new business or expand an existing one. I'm Michael Bush, Vice President and Chief Credit Officer. Come find out why more businesses are choosing United Cumberland.
Most accidents and breakdowns happen close to home. You know who else is close to home? Tire Pros. With our 24/7 roadside assistance, we're always there for you. And our team of trained and certified technicians can repair your brakes, transmission, electrical, and more. Looking for tires? Shopping online is fast and easy. Choose from our huge selection of name brand tires, then schedule an appointment to have them professionally installed at a time that's convenient for you. Hassle-free, guaranteed. Tire Pros. We're here for you.
Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. We want you to know that we are here for you and your family. Someone you can trust. Someone you can count on. Now and for the better days to come. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us or visit us online at toyotaofsomerset.com.
Here at Citizens National Bank, we still take pride in treating each and every customer like we would want to be treated. Our employees are here to help you navigate the confusing lending process and determine which type of home loan best suits you. Schedule an appointment today. We have highly qualified loan officers ready to serve you.
Looking for cash? Well, look no more. Alton Blakely's got cash. Is that cash, Daniel?
Yep.
And you're giving cash for cars?
Yep. For real? Yep.
Why not? Then on down to Alton Blakely, where selling your car is as easy as ABC. If you have a vehicle you'd like to sell or trade, it's fast and easy to get paid. And we'll give you top dollar. Visit Alton Blakely today. All the best since 1965.
Back live at the reservation, Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Southwestern entertaining Madison Southern season opener for both ball clubs. I'm Josh McKinney alongside Michael Gregg. Game time temperature 82 degrees, fair skies. Season opener in August. Michael, not bad.
Beautiful.
Not
Beautiful
bad.
evening for high school football.
Not bad at all. As Southwestern begins the season at home. Friendly confines of the reservation, good contingent on hand. We'll bring you those Southwestern starters, season opener for the Warriors. And with those, here's Michael Gregg.
Starting at left tackle, junior, 6'4". Now I'm going to go back and say classes. Guys, I'm not sure if I got all this right, so I'm going to just – Braden Myers at left tackle, 6'4", 275. Left guard, Matthew Loy, number 51. He's 6 foot, 250. Nico Pascarella, 6'1", 255. He's going to be starting center. Tyler Russell, right guard, 6'1", 265. Right tackle, Maddox Mink, 6 foot, 225. Tight end, Brody Perkins, he's 6'3", 215. Starting QBs, Mason Hibbard, he is 5'11", 165. Wideout's going to start with Caden Hewitt, 6'2", 175. Jonas Gallagher, J.J. Hutchinson, both going to see some action at wideout tonight. And Caden Cunningham, another kid we're going to see. Running backs, Josh. Well, there's a lot of guys, so I'm going to introduce them all because I really don't know how he's going to split up the carries. This is like one of those New Jersey Nets type situations. They get a lot of offense.
Absolutely.
So Connor Crisp was a senior, 5'8", 165. Gideon Brainerd, another senior, 5'10", 220. Tanner Wright's a junior. He's 5'10", 185. Dylan Bland's a name that you may remember if you watch Southwestern football for any time at all. So he was a Warrior about 3 years ago, spent the last 2 in Russell County. He's a running back. He's a playmaker, senior. And young sophomore, 5'9", 165, Christian Walden burst onto the scene last year, and he's a force to be reckoned with in the offensive backfield as well. Defensively for Southwestern, Cody Harmon, senior, led this defensive team alongside Rowan Pennington last year. They lost Rowan. Cody is back for another senior season with the whole COVID reset year. Have a few Warriors that did that. Maddox Mink will be playing defensive tackle. He's 6 foot, 225. John Poe will play nose guard, 5'11", 205. Nicholas Tucker, another defensive tackle, 6'1", 240. Brody Perkins on the other side of the DN, 6'3", 215. Linebackers going to include several. Hagan Galloway, probably the leading playmaker back this year. Hayden Burton, kid you're going to see, 5'8", 170. Gideon Brainerd, another senior there, 5'10", 220. And Ezra Major, 6 foot, 175. You're going to see Colin Hibbert, 5'6", 165. Connor Crisp will play linebacker. Tanner Wright will play linebacker. They're going to rotate some players in. A lot of these players, they got a lot in the backfield, so these kids are going to play on both sides of the football. Cornerbacks, Dylan Bland and J.J. Hutchinson. And then your safeties will be Mason Hibbard and Christian Walden. And we're probably going to see some Owen Campbell, Nathan Vanover, maybe a little Valor Pennington. A lot of kids vying for some action here tonight. And Josh, should be a good one.
Absolutely. And, one name that is absent from that list and see him walking out with one of the Southwestern coaches at the moment, Christian Kelly, has a huge knee brace on that left leg. Lost to injury.
ACL, I think.
I believe so, yeah. He's such an integral part of what Southwestern did defensively last year. Nose to the football, head to the football, great tackler, great nose on defense. He is He's going to be missed.
And I think Coach is optimistic that maybe Christian Kelly will get back before this one's over.
Hope so.
I think that remains to be seen. You know, his health and getting back to 100% is the most important thing there.
Absolutely. And before this one is over, we want to thank the man on the controls tonight getting us on the air, that being Mr. Pat Harris, our engineer, producer, maestro, keeping us in line, boss man Kevin Lloyd here as well. We appreciate Kevin and Miss Kelly so very much. Jeremiah Jones on the camera this evening. We appreciate the Lake Cumberland Sports family. Big shout out to Bob Boone. A big night across the state as we've got 3 games across our platform here at Lake Cumberland Sports. Our game here, Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. PC on air as well. Somerset already on air as well. A great way to start the season.
You betcha. Josh, I see Madison Central has made it out, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about their fashion report. They're wearing white tops with navy numerals, orange stripes down the side of their sleeves, navy bottoms, and orange stripes on their pants. They've got navy helmets with the eagle wings on the side of the helmets. And we're waiting Southwestern's entry, but I see a few players coming through. They're wearing the orange jerseys with blue numerals. Looks like Warriors along the chest in blue, and I haven't seen their pants, so we'll get that to you in just a second. But we're on video tonight, so, folks, you can see it for yourself. And our fashion report is brought to you by Magic Monograms, conveniently located off North Highway 27 between Big Lots and Backyard Burger. Magic Monograms is the place for custom embroidery, screen printing, and so much more. They can put your designs on medical and athletic uniforms, corporate and school apparel. Find them on Facebook. Search Magic Monograms and embroidery. And here come the Southwestern Warriors. So white bottoms and the orange and blue stripes on the pants. So Warriors touching down on the spear in the midfield. That's Cody Harmon, number 44. And they are ready to go, folks.
Ready to go. Tired of seeing one another. Tired of hitting one another.
You bet.
Tired of games not counting. Tired of all of that. That stops tonight.
That's right.
No excuses. Uncharted territory.
So, Josh, keys to the game, I think Southwestern, they're going to run the football.
No doubt.
So their offensive line's got to control the line of scrimmage. I think that's going to be certainly a key. Can Madison Southern stop that offensive ground attack of Southwestern? And then defensively, you mentioned Christian Kelly being out. Can Southwestern's defense keep them in the game? I mean, with this Madison Southern bringing a lot back. And so defensively, there's a lot of kids and a lot of new places there. So we'll see how this goes.
I don't think on offense you have hardly any questions on offense for Southwestern. Defensively, we talked to Coach Foley at the coaches show Tuesday night. Up front's experience, the secondary's experience. That's that spot in the middle, those spots in the middle. That's the question mark for the blue and orange. But the House of Pain will make sure that linebacking core is ferocious, no doubt about it.
Caleb Moore is going to kick off for Southwestern.
Number 46, as we are ready to go. Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services, high school football, Lake Cumberland Sports, Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Thanks for settling in with us, my friends. It is an absolute pleasure and honor to be back with you once again. And again, like last year, we are not taking a single week for granted because you never know.
That's right.
COVID's still hanging around.
It's like that girlfriend you couldn't break up with in high school.
That's the truth, though.
Absolutely.
I didn't have that problem.
I think we all had that problem at one time or the other. If we're being honest with ourselves.
Pat is grinning, so he's got a story. I think Pat's got a story. Oh, it is good to be back in the booth with you fellas. Moore has it teed up now, and he will send it away. Etheridge and Smith, left to right, back to receive deep, off camera. For the Eagles, left to right for Madison Southern here. As we are ready for play with that whistle. Sun shining bright, cowbells ringing. Moore converges on the football. And it is away. Short kick, bobbled, dropped, picked up at the 35, back to around the 38-yard line. Return man will be Mitchell Mills. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Madison Southern. Left to right for the Eagles, starting on the far, visitor hash.
First down, Eagles.
Left to right for the Eagles. White tops, dark blue bottoms. Those massive eagle wings on either side of that helmet. Coach John Clark, his 11th season at the helm. Hard to believe it has been that long. Time flies when you're having fun.
You bet.
Yes. Southern looking at the far visitor sideline. They have shot lasers that way for a long while as they will open up out of the pistol. Carpenter to the right, one to the left. Smith to his right. Carpenter claps the hands. Good-looking quarterback fires over the middle, lofts one up, and that'll be caught at the Southwestern 40. Spin move at the 35, loose at the 25, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. One play from scrimmage, touchdown, Madison Southern. Oops. Big start for Madison Southern. Pitch and catch just over the middle. Nothing too fancy. Just laying it up there. Receiver went and got it.
Yeah, and that's the kid that we talked about in the pregame, Josh, that Southwestern has to find where he's at on the football field. One play, he burns them. If you're Coach Foley, you're gritting your teeth right now and saying, okay, we spotted this team a touchdown. Can't be doing that.
And I just talked about the secondary being experienced. That was a tough way to start. Officially on the distance, my friend.
Give me just a second. Let me get this PAT in the book, and I'll let you know, sir.
As
I think it was 60.
Lining up, going for 2. The pitch, and that will not be converted as Gideon Rayner, one of the first guys to the football. 2-point conversion fails. 6-0 as Madison Southern strikes pay dirt. One play, one touchdown. Good start.
That was a 62-yard touchdown strike from Carpenter to Smith.
And, Michael, there was nothing really fancy about that play.
No,
good protection for Carpenter, sitting in that pocket, just lofted one over the middle. Nice catch. Nice yak yards after the catch, taking it to the house.
Just pitch and catch.
Good start for Madison Southern, and that's what Coach Clark said he wanted this year from this year's ball club. Getting off to a quick start, not kind of getting behind the 8 ball and working back, but the working back has been working for Madison Southern in recent years.
Coach Foley's show, we talked about Walter Smith and the impact he can have on this football game. He's making his impact felt early in this one.
And Smith can get it for you on the ground and in the air as well. Leading rusher from last year, 449 yards, second on the team and yardage. Led the team in receptions last year and touchdowns receiving.
Yeah.
Multifaceted. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and he's not going. He didn't sneak up on this team.
No.
And knew on the scouting report he was the guy you circle. And again, one play, one score. You got to think defensively. Things are going to get better.
Yeah, a lot of jitters and
a lot of ball game to be played in this one. Bland, back deep, and crisp for Southwestern.
Smith will send it away. A line drive. Will hop at the 11. Return by Bland from the 5 to the 15 to the 20. Far sideline. Leapfrogs a man up to around the 30. He'll scamper out of bounds. Far visitor sideline. 1st and 10 for Southwestern. First time the offense been on the field this year, and they find themselves on the short end of it. 6-0. 11:41 to go. The Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Christian Walden. And start at running back.
Oh, was that right? Is that who marched out there?
Sophomore bursting onto the scene late last year.
Scored a big touchdown in that regional championship game against Frederick Douglass as a freshman. A really impressive football player is Christian Walden.
Absolutely. Walden will come in motion. Mason Hibbard, number 5, quarterback out of the gun. Handoff goes to Tanner Wright. Straight up the gut, short yardage. Positive yardage. 3, maybe 4. 2nd and 7. 11:30 to go, opening quarter. Right to left for the blue and orange. Bright orange tops, white pants for the Warriors. The spear on either side for Southwestern. The cleanest those uniforms will be all year. Everything new, sparkling, new season. Mom and Dad haven't had to scrub all the stains, dirt.
Not yet.
Not yet. Changes tonight. As handoff goes to Crisp, looking for the corner near sideline. Lowers his head, gets popped and dropped at the 38-yard line. Decent pickup. That'll set up 3rd and short. 3rd and 2 for Southwestern. Southwestern on their own side of the field. Right at the 38-yard line near home hash. 6-0. Madison Southern striking on their first play from scrimmage. 62-yard TD strike. Carpenter to Smith. 2-point conversion failed. Handoff. Power football straight up gut. Tanner Wright will get to the 40, and not going to have it. Fourth down. Fourth and a solid yard. First down markers at the 41. The home folks saying go, go, go. 10-12 to go. Clock is winding.
Last year, Connor Crisp took punt duties, and
well,
I see Gid Brainerd walking onto the field, and you know what time it is.
The big bull. Let the big bull loose. Brainerd will take the direct snap. Off right tackle. First down, Tote Moore for Gid Brainerd. Across the midfield strike. Taken down at the Southern 46-yard line. Needed one. Got plenty more. First carry of the season for Gideon Brainerd. As that stop made by Caleb Johnson going back to get Brainerd. Easy first down. As Coach Foley comes out and meets Gideon with the near sideline. Gideon deciphering the play. And it will be a direct snap to the big bull again. He'll come off the left tackle, and Southern had that one scoped out the entire way. Nice pursuit to the football. Rocky Whitehead, guy we talked about in the pregame show. As Brandon will lose about 2, 2nd and 12. Clock winds under 9.5 to go opening quarter. 6-0 Madison Southern. 2nd and 12 for the blue and orange from the Southern 48. We're back in at quarterback now. Mason Hibbert, athletic as they come. He will hand it off to Chris. Straight up the gut, makes a couple guys miss. Still churning those feet as Chris will get up to around the 43-yard line. On a man off the pile will be Paul Mills for Southern. Perkins in there as well. 3rd and long, 3rd and 8 for the Warriors. We assume a passing situation here. Hewitt will split near sideline. Onto the top side, Brody Perkins. Backs all around Mason Hibbert. And Southern will jump. Hibbert gave him a little hard count. It wasn't just one of the front. They all the front for the Eagles.
Sets up a much more manageable 3rd down situation. 3rd and 3 now.
Absolutely. That opens the run game back up if you want to go back to that. 3rd and 8, well, let's face it, 3rd and 8 still a running situation for Southwestern with the backs they've got, but
probably.
You know.
They do have some talent at receiver.
Absolutely. Hewitt is one of those talents at receiver. Here's near sideline as the handoff will go to Tanner Wright coming near sideline. Turns on the burner down near sideline, right out of bounds, set around the 10-yard line. First down and more. 1st and goal, close to it anyway for Southwestern as the Warriors in the Rick Barker red zone for the first time tonight. Straight up 8 minutes to go. A nice drive for the Warriors. Nice tote by Tanner Wright. Explosive.
Explosive indeed.
Explosive. Thank you, Pat.
Dylan Bland checking in for the first time on the offensive side of the football in that loaded backfield for Southwestern.
Laces of the football at the 10, so it is 1st and goal. In backs, smothering Mason Hibbert, quarterback. He will hand it off to Dylan Bland. Thought about cutting it inside, cuts it back outside, almost lost his balance, stayed on his feet, and then he'll be dropped with a short gain, angling towards visitor sideline. Bland has really nice footwork. Him to not get tangled up. Give him 2, 2nd and goal from the 8.
Really nice speed as well.
Absolutely. Saw that on the kickoff return. 7.5 to go opening quarter. 6-0 Southern. That being Madison Southern. The 3-man front. Hibbert will turn and hand it off. That was Tanner Wright flashing into the pile of linebackers for Madison Southern as Tanner will get to the 6. Gain of 2. 3rd and goal from the 6. Warriors shading just a touch that far visitor hash. Madison Southern needed 1 play from scrimmage to score. Warriors doing what we saw them do last year. Put a long, extended drive together. That's going to shorten a lot of games and favor Southwestern. 3rd and goal. Hibbert hands up under center, first time tonight. Strong side of the line to the left. The pitch goes to Tanner Wright, coming near sideline, cuts it back inside, stretches for the end zone. Got it as Jayshawn Etheridge tried to come up and make the stop, but he would not be able to die. Tanner Wright tied at 6:34 to go. Opening quarter. The line to the left. The pitch goes to Tanner Wright, coming near sideline, cuts it back inside, stretches for the end zone. Got it as Jayshawn Etheridge tried to come up and make the stop, but he would not be able to die. Tanner Wright tied at 6:34 to go. At 6, Warriors will go for 2. Gideon Brainerd looking for some blockers, and he got them momentarily, and then it was just stacked up and then blown up as Eagles getting hats to the football as that 2-point conversion fails, and we are tied at 6. 6:34 to go, opening quarter.
Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services has made it their mission to be the trusted leader in promoting mental health in Kentucky for the last 22 years. Stay healthy at home with counseling services for children and adults using your phone or computer. Call Entrust at 606-676-0638 to get services started today from anywhere in Kentucky. You can always visit their Facebook page at Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services to learn more about how they can help you or your family today. At Entrust, your mental health matters. And we thank Entrust Healthcare Counseling Service as they are our title sponsor for this football season. And Don Franklin Somerset Family Dealerships, they treat you like family. A big thank you to Don Franklin Somerset Family Dealerships, Kentucky, for presenting tonight's coverage of high school football. Be sure to take advantage of the end of summer savings at any of their Somerset locations. Visit them at any of their 4 Somerset locations or on Facebook at Don Franklin Somerset Family Dealerships. They treat you like family.
Tanner Wright with 14 touchdowns last season, 1,396 yards. He has his first touchdown in 2021. As that ties us at 6. The 2-point conversion fails as we are tied at 6 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. I'm Josh McKinney alongside Michael Gregg. And here's Emma Lloyd, Jeremiah Jones at the reservation. Lid Lifter.
Josh, in our opening, we went over the keys, and our keys were brought to you by Whitest Cabinets. The keys to the game were brought to you by Whitest Cabinets. At Whitest Cabinets, they provide their customers with friendly service, and they value your business, and it is their mission to provide reliable products and services. The courteous and professional team at Whitest Cabinet Design Center can turn your vision into reality. Visit the Whitest Cabinet Design Center on the corner of South 27 and Slate Branch Road to learn more about what they can do for you.
Moore lines the Warriors up for the kickoff.
Caleb Moore has it teed up. And we'll send it away. Etheridge and Smith back deep. Always kicked short up to around the 35 last time. I would expect probably that maybe again. Stand away from Etheridge and Smith. Why not? That one will stay on the ground. Take a nice friendly hop as a Eagle will come sliding into it at around the 36-yard line. Nice hands by Stephen Whitehead. The sophomore coming to it. Sliding into it. And just not doing anything fancy with it. No shenanigans early. Madison Southern offense back on the field. 1 play, 1 touchdown. It's great efficiency.
Southwestern looking for better results this time out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Bragging on the experience of the secondary last time, and they got burned. And to correct that, and they certainly will. 3-man front. Linebacker stepping up top side. 1st and 10 for Southern. As the handoff goes to, well, that would not be Smith. That will be Stephen Whitehead who get the tote. Trying to power his way straight up the gut. Say nothing. 2nd and 10. Clockwise, approaching 6 minutes to go opening quarter. Left to right here for Madison Southern. 3-4 here defensively for the blue and orange. Carpenter and the pistol. Be Whitehead in the backfield with him, looking for a little pitch, and that is on the deck. Ball's loose, still loose. That'll be picked up. Looking for the scoop and score to the 10, to the 5, stretching for the end zone. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Defensive turnover. And the pistol. Be Whitehead in the backfield with him, looking for a little pitch. And that is on the deck. Ball's loose, still loose. That'll be picked up. Looking for the scoop and score to the 10, to the 5, stretching for the end zone. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Deep
football. Did you catch that?
Well, as Carpenter was trying to pitch it to Whitehead, he put it on the deck. Now, see, they're giving 25 dat, so that was Burton. That was not Walden. 25's getting all the dat. We see you. We got you, 2-5.
Hayden Burton.
Hayden Burton, the scoop and score. Warriors with a big-time turnover as Southern laid it on the deck. It will be a sideline warning on Southwestern.
So how you like that response on the defensive side of the football?
Nice answer.
You'll take it. You'll take it.
Absolutely. You'll take it every single day. And, you know, Southern looks really comfortable passing, running the football. I know it's a small sample.
Yeah.
They don't look all that comfortable, and that looked awkward on the exchange between Carpenter and Whitehead, but right place, right time. Mr. 2-5, Hayden Burton, scoop and score. As the 2-point or the extra point up and good. 9 more. 13-6, 5:48 to go. Opening quarter, Warriors found themselves down 6-0, one play from scrimmage, and now they find themselves on the plus side of the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard, 13-6. I'll get it out in a minute, I promise.
Henderson Chiropractic is committed to relieving your pain using the true principles of chiropractic care. Their caring, helpful team strives for excellence through extraordinary service and patient education. Dr. Henderson provides chiropractic care for injuries that occur during sports, auto accidents, work-related activities, or just everyday wear and tear. The experience you need for the results you want, that's Henderson Chiropractic. And since 1979, Modern Systems has been protecting communities all across Kentucky, and they are proud to be part of the communities they serve, including time and sponsorships to numerous charities like Project 5810, Relay for Life, March of Dimes, Heart Walk, local school programs, and many more. Modern Systems, your neighbors and your friends, and they work 24/7 to protect the things that matter most to you. From homes to businesses to schools and churches, let Modern Systems be your trusted name in security.
Officially on the scoop and score. Your distance when you get a chance. No rush.
Okay.
5:48 to go opening quarter. 13-6. Southwestern with her first lead of the night. Offensive touchdown from Tanner Wright. Defensive touchdown from Hayden Burton on the scoop and scores. To the 35-yard line is Mitchell Mills. Second wave of Eagles will get it and fall on it. So a little feast or famine for Madison Southern. One play from scrimmage, their opening series, a touchdown. Couple plays, turnover.
I'm going to get well, they were on the 37-yard line when of course, that ball was a little deeper, but I'm going to say 37 yards.
That'll work.
That's what we have to count for.
That'll work. First and 10 for the Eagles from their own 35. As that'll be a quarterback keeper off left side, sweeping left side, lowering his head. Christian Walden will make the stop far sideline. And that was a good fake by Carpenter as he put it in the belly of his running back and just went around left side, sweeping left side, a gain of 9. That's a good take by the quarterback. And Cole Carpenter, just a sophomore. He is a mighty fine-looking quarterback, Coach John Clark.
Good size.
Passes the look test big time.
He does pass the eyeball test, yes, sir.
And the pistol. Single back set. We'll clap those hands. Just kind of an awkward exchange as that will go to Rocky Whitehead off left side. Will be enough for the first down. First and 10, Madison Southern.
Quick update from our Somerset crew. 42-8, Lincoln County leads Somerset in the third quarter.
What?
Somerset graduated a lot, Josh. And,
whoa.
But something tells me that team, they'll be ready.
First and 10, Southern. Well, Southwestern leads here 13-6. Carpenter looking to throw. Good protection. Going to fire one downfield. That's Etheridge. He tried to run underneath of it as Walden and another Warrior applying the pressure as will be in and out of the hands of Etheridge as Carpenter's just laying it up, letting Etheridge try to run underneath of it. Etheridge got a paw on it, just little bit too much. 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock. 4:54 to go. It's Bland applying the pressure. The other Warrior that was in that defense.
Talking about the eyeball test. That was a good-looking ball, Josh.
Absolutely.
And it was on the receiver's fingertips.
Absolutely. And Carpenter is so smooth when he lets it go. Some quarterbacks are forceful when they throw it downfield. He's just
taking his time.
He's just smooth.
Yeah.
And throws a pretty tight spiral downfield. Etheridge almost reeled that one in.
Does not look like a sophomore back there.
No, he does not. Absolutely not. Full man front for the Warriors here. Carpenter looking to throw. Got a fire near sideline, and that'll be overshot. That was too far for his intended target. The tight end Mitchell Mills. A couple Warriors applying the pressure again. That would be Bland and Christian Walden. 3rd and 10, 4:49 to go, opening quarter. Madison Southern got out early, a 62-yard touchdown strike. Carpenter to Smith, the 2-point conversion failed. The Warriors, a long drive, killing some clock. 6-yard touchdown run by Tanner Wright. 2-point conversion failed. The scoop score from Aiden Burton, Mr. 2-5. Was the Warriors on top for the first time tonight. 12-6, extra point good, 13-6. That's where we are. Under 5 minutes to go, opening frame. Carpenter out of the pistol again. Looking left, fires, and that one's almost picked off as having a bead on it. JJ Hutchison trying to pick that one out of the air. That one's a little tall for the receiver. That'll bring up 4th down. Southwestern's defense, Michael Gregg, after that shaky start, settling it.
You can hear Coach Payne saying, "Come on, guys. Don't do me like that." and since that first play, they've done well by Coach Payne.
They absolutely have.
Dylan Bland going back on punt return. That's something that we're not going to see Mason Hibbert do this year because he's doing enough for this squad.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that as well.
5 scared me plenty of times last year. I know he scared Mom and Dad. Smith will get it away. Bland calls for the fair catch. He'll step up for it and tuck it away at the 25. 1st and 10 for the Blue and Orange. Right to left here in the opening quarter as the Warriors get it back, leading 13-6, 4:37 to go on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Season opener, Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. We ended last year with the video game of the week. We start this year with the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. What I'm saying is we're living the high life.
We are. We're getting treated right.
Absolutely. Appreciate the great folks at Buffalo Wings and Rings and Trust Healthcare Counseling Services, high school football, presented by the Don Franklin family of dealerships. Thank you to all of our sponsors making it possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Trips will split near home side for Southwestern. Hibbert out of the gun, Tanner Wright to his left. Single receiver far side. Hibbert looking to throw. His first pass will be complete. 30, 35, ran out of bounds at around the 36-yard line. The pitch and catch, as that'll be good to Brandon Jones. As that'll be 2nd and short as Jones got 9, 2nd and 1. Get out of bounds. Clock will stop with 4:30. No, they're going to say first down. Give him 10. They're making you work.
They are.
You can't just slide into this thing, man. You got to hit it.
That's right.
Got to hit it, Gregors. Got to hit it. You do a great job, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
It's a pleasure to be back with you. 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 37. As the handoff straight up the gut. Christian Walden makes a couple of guys miss. Gets to the Madison Southern 47-yard line as he'll be dropped by Jackson Chambers. Another first down for the Blue and Orange. Turner Realty Group, first down for Southwestern.
And as deep as this backfield is for Southwestern, Walden's a kid that it's got to factor in. As young as he is, as you just saw there, the kid's a playmaker.
Absolutely. Burst onto the scene late last year. When he touches the football, electric things
he makes
happen.
things happen.
And that is a good thing. As stay between the tackles for Southwestern as Christian get a short gain, give him a gain of 2, 2nd and 8 as Walden got to the Southern 45.
And I'm going to go ahead and say it. I know you talked to Coach at the coach's show at BWR there a few days ago. Mason Hibbert's got speed, and they run the football a ton. But Mason Hibbert's going to bootleg one of these fake handoffs. He's going to run a while. It's going to happen.
I told Coach that. I was giving Coach grief about, you best throw to the tight ends this year. If not, we're going to have trouble, Coach, between me and you.
Well, you got Brody
and
Perkins.
You've been begging coach to let Mason run out of that quarterback spot.
Let him run.
Let him run. Connor Chris juking and jiving around. First down, Toten Moore. He loose. Spin move. Still on his feet to the 20, to the 15. Go get it, Connor Chris. Another first down for Southwestern. That's crazy because you got Walden coming at you, and then Walden gets a breather, and then you bring in 8. Connor Chris, we see you, Connor. It is a first down. Then you just keep going. You got Dylan Bland. You got so many backs.
There are no breaks.
And don't forget Gideon Brainerd.
Yeah, and we just mentioned Hibbert can run.
Absolutely.
We didn't include him in that.
We did
equation.
not. Backs either side of Hibbert. This set for Southwestern on the offense. 3:15 to go, opening quarter. Hibbert looking to throw. Going to fire near side. That's dangerous. Almost picked off at the 10 as Hibbert
Jones.
trying to get it to Jones near sideline, and a Eagle almost picked that one off.
Jones turned into the defender in that play.
He absolutely did. That's very well described. Jones somehow, some way, got it out of the defender's hands, as that was a dangerous pass, a slow developing play, looked like. Kind of a long throw for Mason coming to this side. He had to plant and come back this way. 2nd and 10 for Southwestern from the Southern 14. Handoff to Bland, looking for the corner near sideline. Stutter step at around the 7-yard line, as he'll be out of bounds there. A decent pickup on 2nd down. I'll set up 3rd and short. 3:03 to go, opening quarter. Warriors lead 13-6, looking for more as Southwestern in the Rick Barker red zone.
Josh, we mentioned that Lincoln County score a little bit earlier. Lincoln's a team Southwestern Warriors going to travel down there, too, and play them on their place. Bring you that game a little later this season.
Death Valley is a tough place to play, and at times it has been unkind to the blue and orange. Hibbert, couple hard counts, looks to the sideline. Crisp. A lone setback. Connor gets the handoff straight up the gut, and Connor will try to keep surging up to the 5 and trying to get away, trying to buck away from Rocky Whitehead, and that'll set up 4th down. As Connor trying to do that to try to get everything he could, and he's going to be short by about a yard. And here comes the Big Bull. I don't know if that's a new nickname, but Coach Foley dropped that on us at the coach's show.
Okay.
I like Good Mode. I'm okay with Good Mode. Coach is going with the Big Bull. We'll make that adjustment. What Coach says goes.
We will cooperate with Coach Foley. He is so good to us.
Absolutely. The Big Bull with the lead back, and that bone set. 4th and 1. That's right, gets the sweep. How about the 4th and 1? Just take it on into the house. Tanner Wright, his 2nd touchdown of the night. Warriors increase that lead with 1:48 to go. Tanner Wright's with the lead 2nd touchdown of the night. This one a 5-yard TD tote and 1. That's right, gets the sweep. How about the 4th and 1? Just take it on into the house. At the goal line, Tanner Wright, his 2nd touchdown of the night. Warriors increase. Haley Moore on to put the penny up on the board. 19-6. Hold us down, kick us up. Kick 4-6. It's good. 20-6, 1:48 to go, opening quarter. Madison Southern scored first. It has been back to now back scores for the blue and orange.
Keeping stats and the correct score is important to players, coaches, and fans, and the same can be said about keeping your taxes and finances in order. For over 26 years, Randall D. Turpin CPA has been doing just that. If accounting is not your thing, then let the pros at Randall D. Turpin CPA do it for you. Proud sponsor of the Randall D. Turpin scoreboard, located on Parkers Mill Road in Somerset. And in real estate, working with the right people matters. Barry Turner, broker and co-owner at Turner Realty Groups, knows the ropes. Over the years, Turner Realty Group has developed excellent relationships with their clients. See for yourself on their Zillow profile with more reviews than anyone else in the Lake Cumberland region. Turner Realty Group is just off Highway 27 between lots 21 and 22. Call 679-SOLD or go online at shopsomersethomes.com.
20-6. Southwestern was on the short end of it with 11:46 to go in this one, and the blue and orange dam burst for Southwestern. Back-to-back scores. They lead 20-6, 1:48 to go. Still in the opening quarter. Shadows getting long at the reservation. Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week as Moore will send it away, and that will be a line driver to will be Jackson Chambers. He caught it right in the chest. The 1st and 10 for Madison Southern. Their best starting field position of the night, just shy of midfield. Left to right for Southern here, and the Eagles finding themselves behind the 8 ball even more now. Seems to me, and again, it's a very small sampling, first game of the season, Madison Southern is really comfortable throwing the football. When it comes to running the football, that is a different story.
Well, Southwestern's defensive prowess against the run seems to be a little stouter there as well.
And that is an excellent point. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Carpenter claps those hands, gets the snap, and he'll deliver it to Etheridge, who will get across the Southwestern 45 to the 43-yard line. And Etheridge took a big-time shot. As JJ coming up and delivering the Thunder on a clear 9 at the reservation. 2nd and about 2. Eagles left to right here working that far visitor hash. 3-man front for the Warriors. Brainerd stepping up as a linebacker near sideline. As Carpenter fakes the handoff, fires in the bubble there to Smith. That'll be complete. 35. Center step at the 30. Give him one more. He won't go down easy as he'll get to around the 27-yard line. A flag will fly late as Wright, Hibbert, Brainerd in making the stop, and a Warrior came in trying to rip that football away, and then shortly after that, a flag flew. Under a minute to go opening quarter. Brody Perkins checking in. Officials conversing. So we wait the signal. Personal foul on Southwestern. So that'll give the Eagles a chunk more as this drive will continue. Southern got on the board first, a 62-yard touchdown strike, Carpenter to Smith. But since then, it has been all Southwestern.
It's going to put the ball on the 12-yard line, deep in Southwestern territory. First time that really Southwestern going to defend the goal here in the red zone from the opponent.
The Eagles just blew right on through the red zone earlier. 59.4 seconds to go opening quarter. 20-6 Southwestern, but Madison Southern threatening. From the near home hash now. Carpenter bends those knees. Hands it off to his running back. Coming off right tackle near side. Short gainer for Stephen Whitehead. As Bland right. Off the bottom of the pile for Southwestern. Jadon Washington. Back for the blue and orange. Looking for a big year from Jadon. Clock winding, 35 seconds to go. And we'll say Whitehead got 2, 2nd and 8. Madison Southern in no hurry. 15 seconds to go on the play clock, 25 to go on the game clock. Now Carpenter will bring them on the line and get them set. Etheridge in the backfield with him this time. Man front for Southwestern. Carpenter looking to throw. Fires offside. Etheridge wrapped up and dropped. That is a beautiful open field tackle by the big bull. Get in, Brainerd. Textbook open field tackle.
Yep, absolutely.
The horn will sound, and that will put us at the end of one as Warriors rallied from a early deficit to lead 20-6 at the end of one. Big time play by Gideon Brainerd. A 2nd and 8 will be a 3rd and about 13 as the second quarter begins. Madison Southern with the football. Warriors lead 20-6. Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services, high school football, the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week.
Thank you for your support. Remember, the concession stand is open. The drinks are cold.
Stressed, anxious, depressed? Not Josh and I, but at Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services, your mental health matters. Entrust offers you the flexibility of providing you counseling services in their office, on the phone, or through the computer. Give them a call at 606-676-0638 or visit their website at entrust-healthcare.com and get services started today for you or anyone in your family. At Entrust, your mental health matters. And a big thank you to Don Franklin, Somerset Family Dealerships, Kentucky, for presenting tonight's coverage of high school football. Be sure to take advantage of the end-of-summer savings at any of their Somerset locations. Visit them at any of their 4 Somerset locations or on Facebook at Don Franklin, Somerset Family Dealerships. They treat you like family.
20-6. As we get set to start the second quarter, I'm Josh McKinney alongside Michael Gregg, Pat Harris, producing and doing a little bit of everything, keeping us in line. Also been Kevin Lloyd here as well, Jeremiah Jones on camera. As we will swap ends of the field. Southern now right to left here in the second quarter. Warriors already back out on defense, looking to bow their neck on a 3rd and 13 here for the Eagles. Warriors defending their own 17-yard line, from their own 17-yard line. As Carpenter will operate out of the gun. Stephen Whitehead to his right. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, tied in near sideline on the line for the Eagles. Home folks getting into this one. 3rd and 13, Carpenter looking to throw, fires to Smith, out far sideline, looking for some running room. Juking and jiving around as Smith will get to around the 9-yard line. As the Warriors will get plenty of hats to the football. Brainerd there and associates. That's the 4th down for Madison Southern. Decision time here for Coach Clark. All indications he will go and kind of no man's land here. Tough angle earlier in the year. No about your kicker just yet, but.
And the score being what it is.
Absolutely.
I think they're looking for 6 rather than 3.
Well said. Carpenter out of the gun. He will hand it off to Whitehead straight up the gut. That one kind of surprises me, as Whitehead will try to stretch for an extra yard, as they will mark him down at the 4, looks like. And they're going to eye it. First down.
If it's the 4, I think they're going to give it to him.
Yep, he got it. I'll need to measure. Eyeing it. 1st and goal for Madison Southern. It's a good drive for Madison Southern here. Needed a rally. Giving it back-to-back scores after striking on their first play from scrimmage on the offense. As Carpenter will operate hands up under center for the first time tonight. Eye back set behind him. 4 hands in the dirt. Handoff goes to Whitehead trying to go off right tackle, and Cody Harmon there to get it blown up. As Whitehead tried to turn off right tackle. It'll set up 2nd and goal. 10:50 to go. Opening half, 20-6. Southwestern with the lead. And House Payne defense trying to dig deep in both their necks. Rocky Whitehead and Stephen Whitehead in the backfield. Handoff goes to Rocky Whitehead, the fullback. Yes. Not a whole lot there. Short gainer. And that'll be 3rd down. That quickly for Madison Southern. Drive kind of stalling out a little bit here. Well, I thought that was John Poe in there earlier, and I'm thinking.
I was getting ready to say,
like, wait,
number 10, John Poe. It's going to take a little getting used to.
Yeah, I thought that, and I'm like, my eyes, I'm already hallucinating.
When I was working on the rosters, I thought that's going to take a little getting used to.
I looked, I'm like, okay. I thought I was wrong. I didn't trust myself. 3rd and goal. Met as he gets the football wrapped up and dropped. Gideon Brainerd, and immediately to the football, Ezra Major. Blow it up, Warriors. My goodness. Literally, as he took the handoff from Carpenter.
Yeah, they were in just as good a shape to take the handoff.
Yes, they absolutely
right
were.
In the backfield.
Jeez almighty. That's knowing the snap count and knowing when to go. 4th and goal from the 7 as this drive is stalling. It's either touchdown or turned over on downs here. Warrior D trying to turn them over on downs. 4th and goal from the 7. No doubt a passing situation. Carpenter looking to throw, fires over the middle. That one's way too tall. And that will be well defended. It's too tall for his receiver to give his receiver a shot in the end zone. Turned over on downs. House of Pain defense holds strong. Warriors get the football back with 8:57 to go opening half. They lead 20-6. The sound of cowbells in football season again. A raucous crowd on hand at the reservation. Big moon rising behind the scoreboard. And that Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. That's the scene set. Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard and big moon rising behind it. Longest field of the night for Southwestern. 1st and 10 from their own 7. Whistles. And we will have a Ron Shaw Realtor timeout on Lake Cumberland Sports.
The name to know when you or your friends and family are buying or selling real estate is Ron Shaw with Reichert Realtors, Ford Brothers. Ron has a long-standing history of community service and is a proud supporter of youth sports in the Lake Cumberland area. Ron truly cares for others and works hard for all of his clients, no matter the size or value of the property that they are selling. You can contact Ron Shaw at 606-271-0774 or email him at ronshaw45@gmail.com. That's Ron Shaw at Weichert Realtors Ford Brothers. And Susan Hansford believes that just like in a ball game, everyone needs a coach in the important events in life. Having a great realtor when purchasing a home or property makes all the difference in the outcome of the transaction. Susan Hansford will guide you through the transaction so that you can appreciate the journey through the real estate process. Call Susan Hansford today at 606-219-3276 to begin your journey.
8:57 to go on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Madison Southern got out early. They led us 6-0, and then it has been back-to-back-to-back scores, 2 offensive touchdowns, 1 scoop and score. Hayden Burton, 20-6. Warriors have the football. Longest field of the night for Southwestern, left to right, or the far visitor hash. 1st and 10, blue and orange from their own 7. What a gorgeous night for high school football.
Officials having a conversation about something and looking up here in the box like maybe something wrong with the scoreboard.
Well, the white hat is writing something on his notepad. Not sure what the delay is.
Well, while we're waiting, we've got a new sponsor this season. I'd like to welcome Central Collision Center on board. Even the most defensive drivers can't prepare for everything. But no worry, Central Collision Center, located on the 914 bypass across from the flea market, takes what is often a difficult situation and handles the details for you. From seamless auto body claims processing to high-quality auto body repairs, car detailing, and much more. Central Collision Center is a family-owned and run body shop. They have an experienced team of auto body repair technicians and painters who use the latest equipment and receive the best training a body shop can provide. You can rest assured that your auto body repair is being done right, putting you back on the road as quickly and safely as possible.
Wishbone set behind Mason Hibbert. He will turn and hand it off to the first back. That would be Gideon Brainerd. Chugging those big legs, the big bull. Positive yardage, 2nd and 6, taken down by Logan Stewart. That was the white hat and this crew calling up top, saying no noisemakers. Stop at the cowbells. That is the first time in the history of me calling high school football that I've ever seen a crew stop a game and say no noisemakers.
Really?
And what that did was made the home folks get louder. Really? Really? Of all things the KHSAA is going to worry about, it's noisemakers. Really? That's what we're doing? Tanner Wright with the tote. Yes. And we'll get a couple. 3rd and short. I'm not going to preach. It's too early in the season to start preaching. Move the chains for Southwestern on that carry by Tanner Wright. You know, people talk about other sports taking the fun out of sports. Really? Noisemakers. We're worried about noisemakers. 1st and 10, Southwestern. 8 minutes to go. Opening half. Warriors lead 20-6. Wishbone set behind Hibbert. He will turn and hand it off to another one of those stable running backs. That will be Connor Crisp on the toad, as Crisp will get about 5. 2nd and 5. Man, they keep coming at you. Tanner Wright, Gideon Brainerd, Connor Crisp, Christian Walden, Dylan Bland, and recycle them.
Yeah, I'm struggling over here, Josh.
You're fine.
My machine's messing up.
Probably working it too hard. It's the first game. You're not supposed to work that hard. Trying to knock the dust off that thing. 2nd and 5, 7.5 to go. As Tanner Wright brings it straight up the gut. And he'll get all the way up to the 40-yard line before he's taken down. Tanner Wright has had a nice 9-9, and a flag will fly late. Flag at the 41 with 7:17 to go in the opening half. Another personal foul on Southwestern. That will back the Warriors up as they were sitting pretty at around their own 40. Now they're going to dig out of the hole. If memory serves, we've seen all of 2 penalties, and both of them have been personal fouls, and both of them have been on Southwestern. Minus the stop noisemakers.
Right.
It's football. You can't have noisemakers. You can't. Shh, it's golf. Golf clap. Golf clap. The home folks already rowdy. Mid-season form. Oh, I love high school football. It's great to be back. First and forever. First and officially 25 for Southwestern at their own 24-yard line. Trying to get my bearings here. All at the 24. Warriors look to Coach Foley near sideline. Coach Foley in the khakis this evening. Black shirt for Coach Foley tonight. And another delay. So White Hat will come to the side judge and have another conversation. Well, this one was going well, and all of a sudden we're grinding to a halt. I feel it.
I got irreparable damage done over here. I do not know what's happened.
Clock will wind. 7 minutes to go. As Hibbert rolls near sideline, looking downfield, nothing there. He will tuck it and run. Look out, Michael Gregg to the 30. Hibbert gets up to the 36-yard line. Take it down from behind by Mitchell Mills. Nice take. Nicely done by Hibbert. Rolls to the near sideline. The fake first, rolls near sideline, looking downfield. Pretty good coverage. Actually, really good coverage for Madison Southern. Hibbert takes off to the races, getting a chunk of those yards back with 6.5 to go here in the second quarter. Making it second and heck of a lot better off than what it was. Second, we'll call it about 13. Warriors to the near home hash. Home folks getting loud. Warriors lead 20-6, back-to-back scores. Hibbert looking to throw. Quick hitter. That'll be complete.
There you go.
Hewitt up to the 48-yard line. Warriors just shy of the first down marker. Nice pitch and catch. Hibbert to Hewitt. Stop going to be made by Rocky Whitehead. Leading tackler returning from last year. He is going to have himself one heck of a year. Whitehead is, and Hewitt is.
You bet.
If you miss Hewitt, you need to go get your eyes checked. Tall, athletic young man. As the Warriors subbing in and out, as Christian Walden checks in. As Hewitt nearly got them all, about 2 yards short. Gain of about 11. Hibbert out of the pistol. He'll hand it off to Brainerd. Started straight out the gut, nothing there. He'll take it off left side. A flag will fly. Brainerd still on his feet down far sideline up to around the 30. But the flag back at the line of scrimmage. And I would bet that one is coming back. Nice tote for the big bull. There's the holding call from the White Hat. 5:11 to go. Opening half. Warriors lead 20-6. And the officials getting into this one. Toast. Put some jam on it. I like toast. I'm all about some toast.
I hear you.
You can either go strawberry or you can go grape.
Yeah.
Or you can go blackberry. We like jelly in the McKinney household. This first game, it'll be okay. I don't know how you do what you do. Talking and trying to do stats at the same time, I can't walk and chew gum at the same time.
Yeah.
So a 3rd and 2 becomes a 3rd and 12 after the 10-yard holding penalty. Home folks not happy with the officiating crew here in this quarter. First quarter was clean. Second quarter, yeah. Don't tell mama. 5 minutes to go. And Southwestern will take the Ron Shaw Realtor timeout.
Brad Carroll and all the staff at CC's Furniture would like to wish all of our local area high school football student athletes and coaches a successful and injury-free season. Stop by and see us at CC's for any and all of your home furnishing needs. Go Teams. And Shiner's Barbershop, another new sponsor for this season. Master Barber Brian Hood at Shiner's Barbershop invites you to experience Somerset's only true-to-tradition barbershop, located in the old Video Palace in Somerset. For your next haircut, straight razor, and hot towel shave, or maybe you need to style and trim up the beard, go to @BeHoodFaded on Facebook or shinersbarbershop.com and book your next appointment with Brian Hood. That's Shiner's Barbershop.
Look, I'm saying no more live read, testimonial from you.
Testimonial.
Is that where you go?
That is where I go. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
follow me here.
Yeah, Dustin Scott is another one of the barbers over there at Shiner's.
Look at that.
Good guys, yeah.
I like your cut, G.
Yep. Dustin, one of my former students I had once upon a time, making good. Local boy, made good.
How about that? 3rd and 12. Haircut, he looks good. He does a good job. Hibbert looking to throw. Fires near sideline and kind of got away as you saw it coming out of the hand of Hibbert, kind of flopping around a little bit as Hewitt couldn't reel it in on that pass, and that'll be 4th down as the Warriors facing a 4th down for, I think, the 2nd time tonight. This one not favorable at all. 4th and 12 for Southwestern from their own 36, and they're going to lay the leg to it. 4:52 to go. It's this second quarter. It was 20-6 at the end of one, and we remain there with 4:52 to go here in the second. This has not been a pretty quarter, and the officials have helped that. I'm not fussing, I'm just telling you. And whistles. The wide hat will drop the flag. Warriors taking that delay of game. More not going to hurt. The lights now in full effect. Friday night lights are back all across our platform here at Lake Cumberland Sports. PC and Belfry. Cross County tonight. Somerset and Death Valley. And not favorable for Somerset last report here. It's fruitful for Southwestern at 20-6.
That has went final. That was 50-20 in favor of Lincoln County over Somerset in Death Valley.
Now, you said Somerset graduated a lot.
They did graduate a lot.
What do we know? Not a lot yet about Lincoln County.
That's true.
Chris will run with it, angle it, near sideline. As that will drop, take a favorable Southwestern hop at the 35, inside the 30. Truck it on inside the 25 at the 24, and more flags fly. Not one, not two, but 4 flags on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm glad you handled that.
Jeez, so Pete. How could the first quarter be flag-free? And in the second quarter, it's just a rash of flags.
Is it on the home team?
We shall see. I'm not making any assumptions. Personal foul, face mask, Madison Southern. First penalty on the Eagles tonight. Well, all 4 of them saw it. Nicely done, gentlemen. On top of that one. 4:41 to go. Well, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Madison Southern from their own 24. Now they're pinned inside their own 15. So football going to be set down at the 12. 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 12. Right to left here for Southern in the second quarter. Warriors lead 20-6. All the scoring coming in the opening frame. As we're trying to find out who's missing a flag.
We'll give this one more shot, and if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to lay this thing down.
You got it for sale? You want to put it up for sale?
Possibly. It wouldn't be worth much.
Wildcat set. Smith takes it. He will pitch. Last second to Etheridge, trying to get the corner on the far side as Chris will chase him out of bounds. As Cody Harmon stalking Etheridge.
That almost looked like a forward pass after he crossed the line of scrimmage to me, but
it was close. He kind of looked like when Smith took that direct snap, you kind of knew he was going to pitch it to Etheridge, who was a couple steps in front of him.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this. The coach is gonna be mad at me. I'm gonna have to put that to bed.
I'll have to do laps.
I'll have to do laps.
I'll have to do laps, man. No excuses. That's the hashtag, man. No
that
excuses.
That
uncharted
is exactly
territory.
Right.
Yeah, hey, push-ups. I like that, Pat.
Yeah, I can't do many.
You want to do? You want to do push-ups? You want to do laps?
Can I see?
There is no C option.
That got me through school. Come on,
absolutely.
Josh. Come on, Josh.
C.
When in doubt, you see.
That was a holding penalty. That was declined by Southwestern. Carpenter back in at quarterback. He will fire. That will be complete. Up to the 15, to the 20, and more flags fly. Goodness sakes. As Carpenter hits Smith. 4:25 to go, and I feel that big stomp upstairs. To say it's been a rash of flags in this quarter is a understatement of titanic proportions. How was the first quarter flag-free? I'll go back Madison Southern up. Well, Southwestern got their quota of penalties. And now it's going Southern's way. Both sides, fan-wise, getting restless.
I've got an idea. When we get to halftime, you've got the scoring recap.
Mm-hmm.
I may be able to redo some things. Of course, it's not going to be accurate, but better than nothing.
Better than anything else anybody else has got.
Well, for womp womp.
You're okay. It's first game of the season.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yep.
If we do this game 10, that's different. 2nd and 10. Carpenter looking to throw. It's a low throw, and Fisher's on top of that one to say, as they will say, well, yeah, Etheridge got it off the top of the grass, but he had to lay out to get it. Nothing there, 3rd and 10.
After that first quick strike from Madison Southern, had a really hard time moving the football.
Yeah, they had, and Carpenter throws a really good ball. It's just,
he does.
And again, first game of the season, working out the kinks in the offense, just working it out. The previous penalty was also declined by Southwestern, just to put that to bed. 3rd and 10 here for the Eagles. Carpenter looking to throw again, under pressure. Sacked! Popped and dropped by a Southwestern Warrior. Getting to the football. Big time.
61. That's a collision. Our sponsor. It's a collision worth noting.
Massive collision. Big 6-1.
We mentioned our Central Collision Center. They're going to recognize a defensive player of the game, and big 6-1 making a case right there.
We have a 60 and a 72 on our Southwestern roster. Michael Childers, this is where we miss you, young lad.
Yep, I do not have at the moment.
We will follow up with that. There's a punting situation on 4th and long after the quarterback sack. That will take a friendly Madison Southern hop. And Land will let that one mosey out of bounds up and around midfield. See, this is normally when we don't have a number. Michael Childers of the Commonwealth Journal embedded on the sideline. This is where I would pick up my trusty phone. Michael Childers, bail us out. Who is that?
And I'm trying to keep my eye there. I do not recognize that young man. So we're going to have to phone a friend.
Yes. Our apologies on that. Again, we'll figure that out.
Pulaski Alliance for Substance Abuse Prevention, or ASAP, has been in existence since 2002. ASAP works to reduce and prevent youth and substance abuse by using prevention, intervention, and treatment strategies. Over the past 10 years, the 30-day usage numbers have decreased significantly. Alcohol, cigarette, and prescription drug have all seen significant drops in the number of students who said they use these substances. For more information, check out Pulaski County ASAP on Facebook.
As Colin Burton checks in at quarterback, Tanner Wright totes it straight up the gut. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4, under 3 minutes to go. So we look at this situation as Colin Burton checking in at quarterback. I'm looking for Mason Hibbert.
Mason's young man plays both sides of the ball. He maybe is giving him a spell.
Maybe so. Hand off. Connor Chris lowers his shoulder and pops the guys. Chris gets up to around the 40. Going to be just short. 2.5 to go. Well, Steve Cornelius is down on embedded on the home sideline. To our good friend, Mr. Steve Cornelius.
Did he come to the rescue?
We hope so. A text has been sent. 3rd and 1 for Southwestern here. As Tanner Wright inside left tackle. First down here, yardage for Tanner. Give him the 36-yard line. Move the chains again, approaching 2 minutes to go here. Late opening half. Smith makes the stop for Madison Southern. Clock winds.
Christian Walden checking in. Tanner Wright taking a break.
And I'm still trying to find Hibbert. Here he is on the near sideline. Just found him. He's got helmet in hand, so that's good news. Burton looking to throw. Plucking it out of the air. Give the reception. Caden Hewitt. Go get it, Hewtown.
It was all Caden Hewitt.
Climbing the ladder. Getting it. First down pitch and catch. Nice throw. Burton being Colin Burton, the sophomore. That one was tall. Hewitt's tall. Climbed the ladder a couple rungs. 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the Eagle 24. 95 seconds to go. As that will be Connor Crisp. Straight up the gut. Set up 2nd and about 5 as the Warriors back into the Rick Walker red zone. Johnson will make the stop for Southern. Minute 10 to go. Warriors lead 20-6. Scoreless here in the second quarter. As Burton, maybe a little miscommunication, looking for some running room, sheds one tackle, tries to get up to the 15. Ball will squirt loose after he's out of bounds. As Burton got the lumber laid to him by Etheridge and Smith. That'll set up 3rd and about 4. John Poe, 10 and 61.
Well, John Poe's on the roster listed as 10.
I know.
61 is not a number listed on the roster. So keeping us guessing here, keeping us on our toes. If we get to halftime and the defensive coaches came down the ladder, I'll ask them.
Okay. Sound like a winner. Burton. Wishbone set behind him as Dylan Bland with the pitch coming near sideline. Stiff arm at the 10. Stumbling to the 5. Under a minute to go. The clock will stop with 54.5 seconds to go. It will be a 1st and goal for the blue and orange. Warriors trying to tack one more on. Appreciate Steve Cornelius on the spot. I wouldn't think it would be that easy to swap jerseys that quickly. But
so did he give you a number? Did he give you a number?
10 and 61, he says John Pope.
Really?
Christian Walden off left tackle. Makes the man miss. Trying to get to the end zone just shy. As Walden just denied the end zone. And Southwestern will burn a timeout with 32 seconds to go, as it will be 2nd and goal from the 1.
Intrust Healthcare Counseling Services has made it their mission to be the trusted leader in promoting mental health in Kentucky for the last 22 years. Stay healthy at home with counseling services for children and adults using your phone or computer. Call Intrust at 606-676-0638 to get services started today from anywhere in Kentucky. You can always visit their Facebook page at Intrust Healthcare Counseling Services to learn more about how they can help you or your family today. At Intrust, your mental health matters. And a big thank you to Don Franklin, Somerset Family of Dealerships, Kentucky, for presenting tonight's coverage of high school football. Be sure to take advantage of the end of summer savings at any of their Somerset locations. Visit them at any of their 4 Somerset locations or on Facebook at Don Franklin Somerset Family of Dealerships. They treat you like family.
See that jersey there next to the water lady?
Uh-huh.
That is jersey number 10.
It is.
So
does he have a permanent number change? Is there a issue with that?
I don't know.
I will say, so when I saw the roster and I saw Poe as 10 and he's a down lineman, I thought that was strange.
Yep.
And I don't know what the rules are on that.
I don't either. And that got me earlier because I'm thinking 10, John Poe.
You did mention it. You did mention it.
Now that is Poe, 61 now. Second and goal from the 1. Handoff, Tanner Wright looking to get inside left tackle. Looking. They say no. Clock winds. Warriors out of timeouts. Got to get to the line. 20 seconds to go. Burton at quarterback. He's replaced Mason Hibbard, who's been out in this series for one reason or another. Gideon Brainerd gets it. Sidesteps the guy. Jukes back inside. Touchdown, the big bull. Gideon Brainerd. Watch this replay. The big bull. Watch him. Little discombobulation. Burton gets him set. Hands it off to the big bull. Watch this footwork. Watch this. Whoop. Touchdown.
And he goes.
Goodness sakes. Brainerd's first touchdown of the night. First score in the second quarter. Now a 20-point Southwestern lead. Man, that was pretty.
They're running on that left side behind big Braden Myers, left tackle for the Warriors.
Caleb Moore will send it away. Plenty of leg. 4-6. It is true. 27-6. 6.1 seconds to go on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Big score ending the first half. Warriors get it to start the third.
Conveniently located off North Highway 27 between Big Lots and Backyard Burger, Magic Monograms is the place for custom embroidery, screen printing, and so much more. They can put your designs on medical and athletic uniforms, corporate and school apparel. Find them on Facebook. Search Magic Monograms and Embroidery. And Henderson Chiropractic is committed to relieving your pain using the true principles of chiropractic care. Their caring, helpful team strives for excellence through extraordinary service and patient education. Dr. Henderson provides chiropractic care for injuries that occur during sports, auto accidents, work-related activities, or just everyday wear and tear. The experience you need for the results you want, that's Henderson Chiropractic.
You know what gives me joy in this crazy old world that we live in? The big bull, Gideon Brainerd, watching him run the football.
You bet.
Goodness, his footwork. I mean, and then you get the footwork, you get the sneaky speed.
The sneaky speed.
And then you get the strength. I mean, like, literally is everything.
I can't.
Gets it done in the classroom, too, a Governor Scholar.
Right, that's exactly right.
Is there anything he can't do?
And this is a kid that missed about a month of summer practice because he was at
Governor Scholar.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Oh, no, sir. Taking care of business.
Absolutely. Moore will send it away. That hits one of the first wave of Eagles as going up to get it and falling on it. That will be Ethan Moore. 4.7 seconds to go. One last heave-ho here in the opening half for Madison Southern. Eagles led early 6-0 since then. Back scores for the Blue and Orange. 3 offensive touchdowns, 1 scoop and score for Mr. 2-5, Hayden Burton.
Well, I'm glad you got all the notes there, Josh, because I am tapped out on my stat machine.
You're fine. You brought the toast.
But you know what?
You brought the toast, man.
I've had an epiphany. Fine folks at Lake Cumberland Sports are videoing this game.
Absolutely.
I can go back this weekend and rewatch it and then put the stats in there. Don't want to let Coach down.
Carpenter will heads up under center, take the snap, and that will end what was a fruitful opening half, but it did not start that way for Southwestern. And a note you might see going to the half, Mason Hibbard back out on defense. It's great to see 5 back out there, defensive side of the football. Maybe because of the score. I don't know.
Perhaps. You know, this is a kind of a soap opera that's really dated back to last year. Hibbard he was their best defensive player really overall. That's coming from Coach Foley. And we're going to stop here and cut to commercial.
Has much to offer. Enjoy it. Follow your dreams. Start a new business or expand an existing one. I'm Michael Bush, Vice President and Chief Credit Officer. Come find out why more businesses are choosing United Cumberland.
We, the people of this great land, are resilient and will get through this. And buying and selling is the real stimulus. Land and real estate are the premium investments, and they're not just making any more land. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we'll get you the most for your property with live, online, and multi-parcel auctions. Selling farms, homes, developments, and commercial properties for top dollar. Give us a call or online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Out here in the real world, we've spent too much time waiting around and wondering if we'll ever get to be what we really want to be. Now it's time to move forward. And with a little help from Somerset Community College, you can finish that degree or start a whole new life as an IT VIP, a healthcare hero, and more. In less time and for less money than you think. The time is now. The place is here. Never underestimate you.
Life has much to offer. Enjoy it. Follow your dreams. Start a new business or expand an existing one. I'm Michael Bush, Vice President and Chief Credit Officer. Come find out why more businesses are choosing United Cumberland.
Most accidents and breakdowns happen close to home. You know who else is close to home? Tire Pros. With our 24/7 roadside assistance, we're always there for you. And our team of trained and certified technicians can repair your brakes, transmission, electrical, and more. Looking for tires? Shopping online is fast and easy. Choose from our huge selection of name brand tires, then schedule an appointment to have them professionally installed at a time that's convenient for you. Hassle-free, guaranteed. Tire Pros. We're here for you.
Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. We want you to know that we are here for you and your family. Someone you can trust, someone you can count on, now and for the better days to come. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us or visit us online at toyotaofsomerset.com.
Here at Citizens National Bank, we still take pride in treating each and every customer like we would want to be treated. Our employees are here to help you navigate the confusing lending process and determine which type of home loan best suits you. Schedule an appointment today. We have highly qualified loan officers ready to serve you.
Looking for cash? Well, look no more. Alton Blakely's got cash. Is that cash, Daniel?
Yep.
And you're giving cash for cars?
Yep. For real? Yep.
Why not? Then on down to Alton Blakely, where selling your car is as easy as ABC. If you have a vehicle you'd like to sell or trade, it's fast and easy to get paid. And we'll give you top dollar. Visit Alton Blakely today. All the best since 1965.
Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. I'm Josh McKinney alongside Michael Craig, Ed Harris, Kevin Lloyd, Jeremiah Holmes on camera. 27-6 at intermission as Southwestern found themselves on the short end of it after one play scrimmage offensively for the Eagles as they struck pay dirt. Since then, Michael Craig, offensive touchdown, scoop and score. Defensive touchdown, offensive touchdown, offensive touchdown. 27-6 Southwestern. Little first play from scrimmage. Secondary got burned. Since then, pretty nice finish to the half.
I would certainly agree with that. Southwestern's defense up front has looked solid. They've made running the football for Madison Southern pretty much a non-factor. Madison Southern has had some limited success passing the football. Their athletes seem to be the kids catching the ball, Etheridge and Smith. But offensively for Southwestern, you got much of what you saw last year. Tanner Wright getting yards in multiple types of situations, short runs, long runs. Connor Crisp peppering in some runs there. Dylan Bland. And like you mentioned, Gid Brainerd with that last touchdown there in the second quarter. And Giddy can do so many things. Again, the backfield is deep. We said that early. And offensive line for Southwestern, which we didn't talk about much earlier, The offensive line for Southwestern was a strength. They brought most of that unit back. I think
Absolutely.
they brought everybody back,
Yeah,
really.
they did.
And Nico Pasquarella comes in as the center now. They've just shifted some bodies around, but forced to be reckoned with offensively in Southwestern, showing why.
And that's an excellent point, talking about the offensive line and how great of protection they gave Mason Hibbert, and then to in the half they gave to Colin Burton, who checked in late in the opening half. When you're not talking about the offensive line, shame on us for not doing that. Those guys are doing their jobs, and they were really doing their jobs because, most of the time, more often than not, I don't know how many negative plays there might have been for Southwestern running the football. Not many at all, if any.
I remember one.
So we're going to say one.
One
out of the entire opening half. That means that offensive line is getting that push and doing what they need to do and doing it well.
You bet. And really for the young Pasquarella, I mentioned first varsity start tonight, sophomore starting for his first time.
A couple of updated scores for you. Pulaski County Maroons second quarter, 35-13 over Belfry. That's solid. The bottom one, 50-20. Lincoln County over Somerset. That one surprises me.
Gonna have to do some.
But how about Pulaski County? Put one on Belfry.
Well, you've got.
Hope that holds.
Exactly. Don't know what Belfry has coming back. Of course, they've been stout for year in, year out. But Pulaski County.
True.
Pulaski County.
The disco is on. Pulaski.
Pulaski County offensively, they can play.
Absolutely.
And they've got a senior quarterback across town, Drew Polson.
Oh.
That young man has had, a couple tough breaks in the last couple years, and wish him the best this season. But the kid can flat out play. Remember Barrick Williams at the receiver. And you got Bryson Duggar, who stepped in and played quarterback a lot, another receiver.
Yeah.
So Pulaski County can play the offense, and they're lighting up that scoreboard tonight against the Belfry squad.
Giving the new lights a big-time workout, County High.
Yeah, I'm excited to get over there and see that.
Oh, my goodness. Abner shared a video of those lights. Disco, baby.
Yeah.
Disco Inferno.
The light show. 27-6
here at intermission real quick before we get out of here. Recap the scoring in the opening half. In Madison Southern, struck first, 11:46 to go. One offensive play, one touchdown for Madison Southern. It could not have started any better when coming with 11:46 to go opening quarter. 62-yard touchdown try. Carpenter to Smith, 6-0. The two-point conversion failed, 6-0. Warriors tied it with 6:34 to go in the opening frame. A 6-yard touchdown tote by Tanner Wright. Tied us at 6, the only tie in the opening half. The two-point conversion failed. We remain tied at 6. Warriors get their second of 4 straight scores with 5:48 to go. Offensive, defensive touchdown. Scoop and score. 37-yard touchdown run. Hayden Burton on the ball that was laid on the deck. 20-6. Warriors with the first lead of the night. Moore's extra point. The boot is good. 13-6. Southwestern gets their third straight score with 1:41 to go in the opening quarter. A 5-yard touchdown run by Tanner Wright. That makes it 19-6. Wright's second touchdown of the night. Moore's extra point good. 20-6. That was the score at the end of one. And then Southwestern gets what would be the lone score in the second quarter. A ugly second quarter. Just massive amount of penalties, and several of those were declined as well. The Warriors score with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A 1-yard touchdown run by Gideon Brainerd. A thing of beauty, only like the big bull can give you. 26-6, Moore's extra point good. 27-6. And Michael Gregg, want to make mention of Caleb Moore kicking off for Southwestern. Extra points as well. Coach mentioned how far he came last year kicking. You can really see that fruit paying off this year as Moore has been solid in this.
You bet. 3 for 3 on extra point attempts. And that is something that will prove large as this season goes on.
Absolutely.
When you can count on that extra point because, of course, while the two-point conversion is certainly a weapon to be used, you have somebody that can't do that, and then you're shooting 6s and your opponent's shooting 7s.
Absolutely.
Come up short on that one.
Excellent point. And, Southwestern likes to shoot those two-point conversions when they can, a matchup thing that Coach Foley calls so extremely well, and we saw him use that time and time again last year, and it's nice to know you've got that, and you've got a kicker that can boot it through the uprights as well. 27-6 at intermission. Trust Healthcare Counseling Services High School football. It's the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. We'll step out. pay some bills, and be back with the third quarter right after this on Lake Cumberland Sports.
Has much to offer. Enjoy it. Follow your dreams. Start a new business or expand an existing one. I'm Michael Bush, Vice President and Chief Credit Officer. Come find out why more businesses are choosing United Cumberland.
We, the people of this great land, are resilient and will get through this. And buying and selling is the real stimulus. Land and real estate are the premium investments, and they're not just making any more land. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we'll get you the most for your property with live, online, and multi-parcel auctions. Selling farms, homes, developments, and commercial properties for top dollar. Give us a call or online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Out here in the real world, we've spent too much time waiting around and wondering if we'll ever get to be what we really want to be. Now it's time to move forward. And with a little help from Somerset Community College, you can finish that degree or start a whole new life as an IT VIP, a healthcare hero, and more. In less time and for less money than you think. The time is now. The place is here. Never underestimate you.
Life has much to offer. Enjoy it. Follow your dreams. Start a new business or expand an existing one. I'm Michael Bush, Vice President and Chief Credit Officer. Come find out why more businesses are choosing United Cumberland.
Most accidents and breakdowns happen close to home. You know who else is close to home? Tire Pros. With our 24/7 roadside assistance, we're always there for you. And our team of trained and certified technicians can repair your brakes, transmission, electrical, and more. Looking for tires? Shopping online is fast and easy. Choose from our huge selection of name brand tires, then schedule an appointment to have them professionally installed at a time that's convenient for you. Hassle-free, guaranteed. Tire Pros. We're here for you.
Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. We want you to know that we are here for you and your family. Someone you can trust, someone you can count on, now and for the better days to come. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us or visit us online at toyotaofsomerset.com.
Here at Citizens National Bank, we still take pride in treating each and every customer like we would want to be treated. Our employees are here to help you navigate the confusing lending process and determine which type of home loan best suits you. Schedule an appointment today. We have highly qualified loan officers ready to serve you.
For cash? Well, look no more. Alton Blakely's got cash. Is that cash, Daniel?
Yep.
And you're giving cash for cars?
Yep. For real? Yep.
Why not? Then on down to Alton Blakely, where selling your car is as easy as ABC. If you have a vehicle you'd like to sell or trade, it's fast and easy to get paid. And we'll give you top dollar. Visit Alton Blakely today. All the best since 1965.
Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week in Trust Healthcare Counseling Services High School Football on Lake Cumberland Sports. I'm Josh Kenny alongside Michael Gregg, 27-6 at intermission. A great contingent of faithful on hand taking in the season opener between Southwestern and Madison Southern. Home folks very well represented, Michael Gregg.
You bet.
You see across the way in our video. Good contingent making the trip down 75 across and down 461 next to the McKinney compound.
That's right.
Hope they had a safe trip in.
Through all that road construction. Don't get you started.
Yeah, it better be worth it. That's all I know. It best be worth it. But good things for Somerset and Pulaski County. Good thing. Economic things for Somerset and Pulaski County anyway. And that's great to see in a world that is absolutely crazy. But one thing you can bet on, the gorgeousness, as you see in our shot, of Friday Night Lights. My goodness, Michael Gregg, we said it all last year, and we're saying it this year as well. You know, several teams scheduled to play tonight. I think maybe a dozen more games canceled because of COVID, still dealing with COVID, the Delta variant this time around. again, game by game. Last year you didn't know, and it could be that very same way this year as well. And we mentioned it in the pregame show. Southwestern's opponent for next Friday night, and being West Jess, they were scheduled to play Paul Lawrence Dunbar at East Jess, and that game is that was a no-go because of COVID. You just never know.
No, you do not. You can't take it for granted, and I was really hoping that we would say sayonara to all that nonsense last year.
Oh, brother.
Got into this summer, and most of the summer was.
That's what my wife said. She's like, when Delta reared its ugly head and the numbers started going crazy again, at least this summer was quasi-normal summer. We kind of got to shed the mask, and the restrictions were gone, and then, Delta's no joke.
No, it really is. It's a significant issue, and but you know what? This time last year, schools being open was kind of in and out.
Yeah.
This year, we've been in school for a week and a half now. Things have been challenging but good because we need kids in the classroom, and they are in the classroom. And so we're going to focus on the positive. And
absolutely,
this Delta variant, as you mentioned, at some point I feel like we're going to get over that hump.
Absolutely,
start to get some progress, and we're just going to kind of persevere and go right through it.
Absolutely, and the Warriors had to persevere a little adversity to get this one started, and the Warriors will get the football to start the third. And you see in our shot in the lower right-hand corner, Mason Hibbert taking some shotgun snaps. And really, if I remember, I want to follow up with Coach about Hibbert coming out that series late in the opening half, and he was out there defensively as the opening half ended, and it might have just been a good opportunity to get Burton some reps with the situation being 20-6, and just like to follow up on that and pick Coach's brain about that. And again, the only place you're going to hear from Coach Jason Foley, from the Southwestern head man himself, before the game and after the game, the only place you're going to hear from Coach Foley, unless you talk to him yourself, is right here on Lake Cumberland Sports. That's the only place. If we can figure out a way to get him at halftime, by damn, we'll do it.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Not going to happen,
Josh. I think he's
busy.
He's kind of busy at halftime.
Yeah.
And we're lucky and blessed that he gives us time at the post-game show.
Absolutely.
But he's always been so good to us, and
well said.
We really appreciate Coach Foley for allowing us along for the ride. We've had two heck of a rides the last two seasons. Like you said, uncharted territory, and we're going to be along for the ride.
Absolutely.
Every single game, every single week, wherever the Warriors go.
Absolutely.
Lake Cumberland Sports going to be right there with them, bringing you the action.
Pulling all my notes out from the years of Southwestern football that I've got, and I plan to go through it this week. You talk about us living in High Cotton, being Buffalo Wings and Rings Video Game of the Week to end the season last year, and we come out to shoot hot. Buffalo Wings and Rings Video Game of the Week to start the 2021 season. These last several years under Coach Foley, and then going back before Coach Foley, the Warriors, the program has been in high cotton. And I'll correct myself if I'm wrong, you will not see win totals at this level consistently over a period of time for Southwestern football. The cotton has been nice over the last several years for the blue and orange. They've been living the high life, so to speak. No reason to think that will be any different this year. A lot of expectations, and Coach Foley telling us on Tuesday, a lot of those expectations, nobody puts more pressure on themselves than Coach Foley does, his staff, and the Warriors. A lot of those expectations, in-house expectations.
He was a little worried about the rust coming in week one,
and understandable.
And that showed early.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what that first play from scrimmage was. It was guys, whose assignment is that, who's going to be there, and that's exactly what it was. Way to rally for Southwestern. That'll be a onside kick as Madison Southern
and they get it.
Pulling the rabbit out of the hat, and that they will indeed. A onside kick. Stephen Perkins will come up with the onside kick for the Eagles, and Madison Southern will get the football to start the third. Warriors retreating, not expecting that, and Coach Clark dialing up a little trickeration to try to get his club back in this one As we are just underway in the third, 27-6 Warriors lead on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
It was Walter Smith on that kick, and you couldn't have drawn that up any nicer. Perfectly executed onside kick from Madison Southern.
Absolutely. Smith in the backfield with Carpenter. Carpenter claps the hands, takes the snap, whistles will stop it as he got going. Just underway.
Connor Chris showing that he has good brakes on his vehicle. He avoided the he avoided the collision in the backfield because he would have got flagged for that one.
Yes, he would have.
But oftentimes it's hard to throw the brakes on, Josh. You're coming hard like that. It's hard to throw the brakes on.
I was going to say, especially with that speed.
Yeah.
That will be on Southwestern. I missed the indication.
He was offsides. I think it may have been Crisp. He was
you.
back there so far. Oh, too many men on the field.
Oops.
Put me in, coach.
A little bit of rust coming out of the half. 1st and 5 after the penalty. 1st and 5 for the Eagles from the Southwestern 43. As Carpenter looks to throw, and that will be incomplete. And a lot of traffic around that pass. Batted down, dangerous pass.
It looked to be Maddox Mink putting the mid on the ball.
Is that who it was? I knew 72. He was in the vicinity.
That's who that seemed to be to me.
Mink got that big paw up. 2nd and 5, clock stop, 11:53 to go, 3rd quarter. As the Eagles get the onside kick, looking to dent the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard and claw back into this one. Carpenter looking to throw again. Looking, under pressure, flushed out of the pocket, fires downfield, and trying to hook up with his receiver down far sideline. That will be incomplete. Stephen Perkins, the intended target. Comes a 4th down, decision time for Coach John Clark.
Little delayed blitz there from number 9, Colin Hibbard, putting pressure on the QB there on that last play. May have factored into the result.
Excuse me, 3rd down. Apologies on that. 7:46 to go. Carpenter looking for the quick hitter. Inside slant. That will bang off his intended target. Again, trying to go back to Perkins. As Owen Campbell had a bead on it after it glanced off Perkins' hands. And now it will be 4th down.
Josh Owen Campbell's a freshman that name to look out for. Watched him play up here in this blue and orange game there back in the spring, and he really shined pretty bright in that stage.
And that explains why he is on the field tonight. Doing work. You do work, show good things, you get playing time under Coach Foley. Smith looking to throw. Wildcat set. It will be dropped, as that would have been a 1st down, as the intended target will be down on the Madison Southern sideline. Receiver down with a leg cramp. You see him immediately grab that left calf. And trainer over there to stretch him out. Would have been a 1st down. Maybe should have been caught. Dropped out of the Wildcat. Turned over on down. Southwestern football. No damage done.
Yeah, definitely should have been caught, Josh. It was right in his hands. But opportunity lost. Advantage Southwestern.
Absolutely.
Be sure to watch Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week on Lake Cumberland Sports. Our next video broadcast next Friday, Russell County at Somerset. Buffalo Wings and Rings. Wings created your way and always fresh, never frozen burgers. Fine folks at Buffalo Wings and Rings always do a great job. At our coaches show there recently.
It was Jay Sean Etheridge down with the cramp. Intended target. Hibbard back in at quarterback. Fires. Low throw. It will be underthrown as Hibbard trying to hook up with Hewitt. Not enough buffalo sauce on that one, if you will. Had the buffalo chicken nachos Tuesday night at Buffalo Wings and Rings. Delish.
I've not really found anything that they don't do well over there.
That is an excellent point, Michael Gregg.
Excellent point. And I do like food, and they do it well over at Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Certainly do. 11:31 to go. 3rd quarter, Warriors lead 27-6. Hibbard out of the gun. He will hand it off to Connor Crisp. Straight up the gut, running room. Lowers his head as Crisp will get to the 1st down marker. Looking for Turner Realty Group 1st down. And Connor Crisp will have it. Move the chains for the Warriors. 1st and 10 Southwestern from the Madison Southern 46-yard line.
Connor Crisp, one of those running backs that doesn't take him much real estate to get to top speed. It's like he's already at top speed when he takes that handoff.
Yeah. That is a good thing. He is quick. Hibbert bobbles the snap. For some reason, he'll get it out to Crisp near sideline as a receiver. And Crisp will turn it upfield to the 41-yard line. As Crisp going to be taken down by Stephen Whitehead. Stephen Whitehead has had a nice game for Coach John Clark defensively. Can't miss that big linebacker. Big shoulder pads, passes the look test. He can play. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6 here for the Blue and Orange. 10:40 to go, third quarter. Southwestern leads 27-6. Warriors left to right, working near home hash. Tanner Wright in the backfield with Hibbert. Wright straight up the gut. Get to the 37-yard line, right at the marker. Maybe just a bit short. Thought he got maybe one more than that. Officials say no. 3rd and short, 3rd and about 1. Rocky Whitehead will get the stop. Southern lost a lot defensively. Whitehead, 6th leading tackler on the team last year. Numbers, KHSAA website, supplied by Southern. He is going to have a big-time year for Coach John Clark. 2 receivers either side, 3rd and 2. Mason Hibbert, quarterback keeper. Look at you, Michael Gregg. First down, Hibbert inside to the 30. Actually going to give him a spot back at the 31. That's still going to be enough for a Turner Realty Group first down for the Warriors. And Hibbert's a little gimpy.
I was going to say, coming up looking like
holding the calf.
May have tweaked something.
He's taped on that calf, so you would imagine that might have been why he was out earlier. I don't remember seeing that calf taped to start the game.
Can't say for sure, but you may be onto something. Didn't see anything really there in that play that would make me think he did anything to that, but re-aggravating an injury would explain that.
You saw as soon as he came up, he was favoring that leg.
Indeed.
Colin, she can make a quarterback. Dylan Bland will get the tote. Sweeping left side. As Bland will get a handful plus a couple. 7. Second and about 3 more, like 2nd and 4. 6. Bland approaching 9 minutes to go, third quarter.
And offensive line continues
My
to
goodness.
create space. Watching that last few plays there, Josh, and that line is just bursting off the ball. 4, 5, 6 yards downfield.
Take that every time. Collenbert takes the snap, looking to throw, fires. That will be complete near sideline at 25 up to around the 20-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch, and a flag flies.
That was Jonas Gallagher, another freshman.
Let's hold the phone. Saying this one's going to be coming back. We shall see. Not to be holding on Southwestern, so negate it.
Can't be doing that.
Nope. 8:51 to go, third quarter, 27-6. Eagles got on the board first since it has been 4 unanswered scores for the Blue and Orange. Mason Hibbert out late opening half, out back now, a couple plays ago, sidelined with lower leg injury.
Yeah, we may not see him back in the game offensively. It's hard to say. It's still early in the second half, but with a comfortable lead, at least right now, first game of the season.
Absolutely.
You do not want to see a player like Hibbert derailed.
Especially considering offense and defense. Calls your plays on defense.
Yeah, and let's not forget, for the last 2 seasons, Coach Felly's had a quarterback that's been snake bit to start the season.
Man, that is the truth. Absolute truth. Tanner Wright gets the carry straight up the gut, makes a couple guys miss as Tanner gets up to the 29-yard line as Stephen Whitehead will make the stop. It'll be 3rd down and long. 3rd and about 7 for the Warriors. Clock winding. 8 minutes to go. Warriors have this one in hand. 27-6. Madison Southern has not tasted victory in the season opener since 2016. And they are on the short end of this one. Takes the snap, rolls near sideline, fires underneath. That pitch and catch is good to Hewitt, as Hewitt pulls down the reception just inside the lines, as Hewitt will have the reception at around the 23-yard line, thereabouts anyway. Hewitt just short. Just short. No man's land here for the blue and orange. 4th and about 2. Hewitt out of bounds. Clock stops, 7:45 to go. 4th and 2 for the Warriors. Southwestern leads by 21.
They're going to get it the easy way, Josh.
Pointing, yeah. Madison Southern will, as Michael Gregg mentioned, give it to them the easy way, as that will be on Southern. Another Turner Realty Group first down for the blue and orange. And Southwestern will be in the Rick Barker red zone yet again.
Rick Barker, Gabi Realty and Auction. Names you know, names you can trust. Real estate and auction services for farm, commercial, residential, and personal. Gabi Realty and Auction has 49 years of experience in the real estate and auction business, and we are ready to put that to work for you. Go online at GabiRealty.com for more information.
Rick Barker, a busy man. Rick Barker, red zone, busy tonight. Well, Mr. Rick, hope you are well, sir. Burton out of the gun. He will hand it off. Tanner Wright, off right tackle to the end zone. Go get it, Tanner Wright. Give him the hat trick. 18-yard touchdown coat for Tanner Wright.
Little misdirection on that handoff. Again, that offensive line, Josh, continued to pave the path.
Oh, my goodness. Watch this. Could go inside, but speed around the corner. Cadillacing, as Mike Kerr would say, into the end zone.
You had Crisp going through that hole on the opposite side of the line. And
offensive.
Right, not really challenged at all there.
No, not at all. He's Cadillacing. Just cruising down near home sideline. A little more on point after. Penny, it's up, and it is good. 34-6. Tanner Wright with the trifecta tonight.
At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll be awarding a defensive player of the game, and the sponsor is a Central Collision Center. Even the most defensive drivers can't prepare for everything, but no worries. Central Collision Center, located on the 914 bypass across from the flea market, takes what is often a difficult situation and handles the details for you. From seamless auto body claims processing to a high-quality auto body repairs, car detailing, and much more. Central Collision Center is a family-owned and run body shop. They have an experienced team of auto body repair technicians and painters who use the latest equipment and receive the best training a body shop can provide. You can rest assured that your auto body repair is being done right, putting you back on the road as quickly and safely as possible. And Brad Carroll and all the staff at CC's Furniture would like to wish all of our local area high school football student athletes and coaches a successful and injury-free season. Stop by and see us at CC's for any and all of your home furnishing needs. Go Teams.
34-6. Southwestern has this one in hand, increasing that lead on the Randall D. Turpin CPE scoreboard. Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Josh McKinney alongside Michael Gregg. And here it's Kevin Lloyd, Jeremiah Jones. On camera this evening. Season opener. It has been a good one. Favor of Southwestern on the short end of it to get it rolling, and since then, 5 unanswered touchdowns for the blue and orange. That will get it done. Moore slowly converges, then gets on with the giddy up. He will send that one away. Deepest kick of the night goes inside 20-yard line, returned back up to around the 30-yard line as turn man will be Jacob Thomas. Will be 1st and 10. Madison Southern.
Aiden Childers in on the stop there on that return.
Madison Southern really behind the scoreboard now. Warriors getting players in and out, getting some reps, working on things.
I see Vanover and Owen Campbell playing cornerback out here.
Smith lost the football, sheds one tackler in the backfield. Smith lost his footing coming near sideline, and he'll go down with the cramp as he was stumbling and rumbling, and Smith will be attended to by Gideon Brainerd And then Brainerd will be moved away by Etheridge and another Eagle. And they're stretching out Smith. And human 9, you always see this first one out of the chute.
Stressed, anxious, depressed? At Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services, your mental health matters. Entrust offers you the flexibility of providing you counseling services in their office, on the phone, or through your computer. Give them a call at 606-676-0638 or visit their website at entrust-healthcare.com to get services started for you or anyone in your family today. At Entrust, your mental health matters. And a big thank you to Don Franklin, Somerset Family of Dealerships, Kentucky, for presenting tonight's coverage of high school football. Be sure to take advantage of their end-of-summer savings at any of their Somerset locations. Visit them at any of their 4 Somerset locations or on Facebook at Don Franklin Somerset Family of Dealerships. They treat you like family.
Mentioning the high cotton the Warriors have been in the last several years, 10-2, district champs last year, region runner up. 76 in 2019. Do not let that fool you. District champs, region runners up that year as well. 76 in 2019, 10-3 in 2018, 8-4 in 2015, 10-3 in 2014. You will not find another stretch of those win totals. Again, that includes a 7-6 year and an 8-4 year. And in that 7-6 year, I still stand by. That is the fun. That's the most fun. That's whatever I'm trying to say. That's the most fun I've ever had in a football season, because everything that Southwestern went through, Coach Foley's first year at the helm, the Warriors trying to figure Coach Foley out, Coach Foley trying to figure out the Warriors out. You know, it didn't start easy.
No, it did not.
For Coach Foley here at Southwestern, but since then, mighty high cotton. Look at it. Southwestern started 1-3 that year. Then you add in another win against GRC, 2-5 to start the season, and then they reeled off 5 W's in a row. Ended up losing to Frederick Douglass in the region title game. Started 2-5. Upset Pulaski County for the district championship.
I still remember that road trip up to GRC. I think something happened that day of maybe buy-in.
Absolutely. A little bit of a longer bus ride. I think so.
Buy-in, commitment.
It takes time for new coaches to come in, and seniors and players to buy in, and coaches get comfortable with those players. High cotton. Carpenter back in at quarterback. Smith off the field. Carpenter looking to throw under pressure. Steps up in the pocket. Shuttle pass. That will be complete to Jacob Thomas as he'll turn it upfield. His own 46-yard line. First down for the Eagles. Nice little.
I was going to say it was a really well executed.
Absolutely.
Busted play. Forward.
Little shuttle pass.
Shuffle pass.
Carpenter's a good quarterback. Plays the position well. Looking to throw. Fires. That will be complete. The flat coming near sideline to the midfield stride. Big collision. The 46 with the receiver. And that reception to Stephen Whitehead. Again, he's got it done on the defensive side and on the offensive side as well. As Whitehead tangled up with 3 Warriors. Hats to the football for the blue and orange. 1st and 10. Chains are not set yet. Now they are 6-0 in the third. Southern feeling the tempo picking up. They need to pick it up as Etheridge will get the reception at the 32-yard line.
You could tell on that play Carpenter was going to Etheridge from the moment he caught that snap.
Absolutely.
He was locked in to number 2.
Shooting lasers his way. 1st and 10 for the Eagles as they are really moving the football in this series. Under 6 to go, third quarter. Still a lot of football left. 34-6 though, Southwestern. Man in front for Southwestern. Carpenter looking to throw. Fires in the flat. That will be complete. Rocky Smith wrapped up and driven backwards by Gideon Brainerd. A host of Warriors will come help Brainerd. It'll be John Poe and another Warrior. Hayden Burton, Mr. Scoop score. Loss of 5, 2nd and 15. 5.5 to play. And it's what? has been a long third quarter. Cody Harmon checking out. Checking in for Southwestern. Maddox Mink back in. On the line, top side. 2nd and 15. Carpenter looking to throw. Good protection. That will break down now. He'll be sacked back at the 38-yard line. John Poe was 10. Now he's 61.
Well, and John Poe making a case for defensive player of the game. I think we've called him a couple times.
Absolutely. His second sack of the night. He got the big sack earlier. Big crunch. As we're slinging footballs around for one reason or another. 5:10 to go, third quarter. Warriors lead 34-6. Is there a flag laying somewhere? Yep, somewhere. Personal foul. Is that what he called? On Southwestern. Illegal participation. Okay. That will be on Southwestern. That will be too many men on the field. And that was the second one of those tonight. Coach will not be happy. Penalty.
Trying to work out the rotations.
Yeah.
Somebody coming on, somebody not coming off.
That will not be enough for the first down on that penalty. 2nd and short, so it's a little bit further than what I thought anyway, what the scoreboard said. Carpenter looking to throw, 2nd and about 1. Fires to Etheridge, caught at the 5, trying to get to the pylon. He'll be pushed out of bounds by Christian Walden at the 1. 1st and goal. Madison Southern, the first time Southern has threatened since they scored.
Really nice catch by Etheridge down there. Give him some props. I gave him a hard time earlier when he dropped the ball on the sideline. Made up for it there. Real pretty catch.
Certainly did. Carpenter will go hands up under center and eye back set behind him. And he lost the football. It is on the deck. Scrum ensues. Who's going to come out with it? Carpenter will have it. Southern lucky to dodge that bullet. Got in the paws of Carpenter, and then he lost it. Feel the dew sitting in now. 2nd and goal from, we'll call it the 2. Whistles. And Madison Southern will take the Ron Shaw Realtor timeout with 4:36 to go, third quarter, 34-6, blue and orange.
Offensive linemen are committed to protecting their quarterbacks, and defensive linemen are committed to stopping the ball carrier. At United Cumberland Bank, they're committed to the communities they serve. Their personal and business banking services help you protect what is financially important to you. United Cumberland Bank will be our sponsor for our lineman of the game, which I think is an awesome idea. So visit them at unitedcumberland.com, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Did I miss something, Josh?
No, well, Boss Man's got me cracking up.
Okay.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
I'm not as lucky to do what Boss Man can do. I'll tell you later. Oh,
Typical.
mercy. I've missed you all so much. I really, really have.
I have too, but I missed you too, Josh.
I mean, when did we start this conversation about God, when is football season getting here? About 2 weeks after the season ended?
I think we didn't even pack up before we left.
Yeah.
Like, can this go on?
My
can we keep
goodness.
playing?
My goodness.
And we talked about the theatrics last season.
Yeah.
The Maylocks moments and all of that.
Yeah.
So far tonight, it looks like Coach Floyd is going to spare us that drama. And
Week 1
I
anyway.
appreciate that.
Yeah, week 1 anyway. We're sure. 34-6. Warriors have this one comfortably in hand with 4:36 to go in the third. 2nd and goal from the 2. Carpenter, quarterback keeper, behind his line. Good surge, and that should be a touchdown. Late call, no call still. Nope, didn't get in. I don't know how he didn't.
Yeah, from this angle, it looked like he safely got in, but now we got the official call.
Okay, sure. That was a touchdown. I mean, it really was. It's a shame it took that long to get the call.
Yeah, it looked like it was safely in.
2-yard touchdown, quarterback keeper by Carpenter. It makes it 34-12. Southwestern still comfortably in this one. The score coming with 4:21 to go here in the third quarter. And Carpenter kind of not really tucking that football away. As Carpenter will hand it off to Whitehead. That'll be Stephen Whitehead. Did he get in? And late call on that one. And they say he got in. Not as late as the previous one, but still the 2-point conversion is good. 34-14, 4:21 to go. As the Eagles get their first points on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard since 11:46 to go. First play from scrimmage way back in the opening frame.
Master Barber Brian Hood at Shiner's Barbershop invites you to experience Somerset's only true tradition barbershop, located in the old Video Palace in Somerset. For your next haircut, straight razor, and hot towel shave, or maybe you need to style and trim up the beard, go to @bhoodfaded on Facebook or shinersbarbershop.com and book your next appointment with Brian Hood. And Brian Carroll and all the staff at CC's Furniture would like to wish all of our local area high school football student athletes and coaches a successful and injury-free season. Stop by and see us at CC's for any and all of your home furnishing needs. Go Teams.
34-14 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. As that score from Madison Southern stops 5 unanswered for the Warriors. A lot of time left in this one. A lot of players in and out. Southwestern. Coach Clark as well.
You got to think with the success that onside kick had a minute ago, they're going to come at another one.
Absolutely, why not?
I think Southwestern expects that.
I was going to say that's the difference this time. I'll be honest, Coach Clark caught everybody napping. It was a good call. As they will send that one away. Bland will return as Christian. And coming near sideline across the 30 to the 36-yard line as Mason Chambers sending that away from Southern. He's trying to get spit out. First and 10 Southwestern, left to right for the blue and orange here in the third. 4:14 to go.
Hibbard going back under center.
Good to see.
Was curious if that was going to be the case in this one. We talked earlier in this ball game about throwing to the tight end. Have yet to see that occur. Big Brody Perkins is a force out there. Just hasn't got a chance to reel one in yet.
And inside handoff straight up the gut across the 40 to around the 44-yard line. Crisp on the tote. Gain of 8. 2nd and 2. 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Connor did a good job keeping his hands wrapped around that football. Madison Southern trying to strip it out.
2nd and 2. Warriors looking to Coach Foley on the sideline. And Coach in the khakis this evening. Coach looking good on his khakis. Black shirt, black hat, orange visor for Coach Foley. Coach's fashion report. Hibbert plants the foot, fires downfield. Hewitt bounces out of his hands. That's well defended, and a flag will fly late. Boss man on top of it, won the flag. Boss man gets. As a little bit too sticky on the defense as Hewitt and the defender stride for stride. Jacob Thomas, the defender.
I feel like unquestionably the best thrown ball from Hibbert all night.
That's a nice plant foot and seed. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Absolutely. That's a pretty thrown ball.
Yeah, had some velocity on it, right on target.
Absolutely. Hewitt almost still made the catch. Let's sort it out. Ooh. Wave it off. Home folks will not be happy with that one.
Yeah. That's supposed to happen on the road, not at home. That's not supposed to happen at home.
Why do you wait that long to throw it and then wave it off? Either it happened or it didn't.
Yeah, it didn't. It didn't happen.
I thought it was good coverage. I didn't think it happened.
Agreed.
No. Boss man disagrees, though. He was immediately saying flag. You could have called it, probably. Pretty good no call, though. That would have benefited Southwestern, though.
Got no issue with the no call.
Yeah, I don't either. Backside other side of Hibbert. 3rd and short. The big bull starts left, comes back to the middle of the field, still on his feet. As Brainerd gets up to the 49. Little extracurricular right in front of the officials. Conveniently, those flags will stay in their pockets. That will turn into something a little bit more.
Home crowd mamas do not like that.
I agree with mamas. If you're going to call like you called it in the second, got to keep throwing them in the third. You can't let pushing and shoving like that start. You just can't.
No, agreed. Careful.
Absolutely. Turner Realty Group, first down for the Warriors. Southern 48. Hibbert looking to throw. Fires to Hewitt. That's complete. To Hewitt, still dragging him inside the 30. Give him the 27-yard line. Drag him 11. Take him on down the field. Rocky Whitehead and Associates finally getting him down. Jackson Chambers in there as well. Another pitch and catch. Another nice ball from 5. 5 to 11. You're going to hear that combo several times this year.
I like the chemistry I see between those two.
Absolutely.
And Caden Hewitt's quietly had a nice ball game.
Absolutely. Several catches here in this one. 1st and 10 Warriors from the Southern 27 near home hash. Warriors working. Brainerd. Inside handoff. Makes a guy miss. Leapfrogs a guy at the 20. Cuts back across the grain. To the 10. To the 5. The big bull rumbling loose from 27 yards away. Go give it, Governor Scholar. Go get it. Here comes the replay. My goodness.
Watch the lead block by Hibbard. Watch him. Now, it's your QB. I'm not sure you want your QB lead blocking, but watch it.
Here it comes.
Watch it. Keep watching. Boom. You see it?
That made sure that Brainerd got to the end zone for 6. 40-14. Brainerd's second touchdown tonight. Moore's extra point. It is up, and it is good. 41-14, 2:37 to go on what has been a long third quarter. Warriors lead on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Susan Hansford believes that just like in a ball game, everyone needs a coach in the important events in life. Having a great realtor when purchasing a home or property makes all the difference in the outcome of the transaction. Susan Hansford will guide you through the transaction so you can appreciate the journey through the real estate process. Call Susan Hansford today at 606-219-3276 to begin your journey. And Central Collision Center is going to be our sponsor for our defensive player of the game. And even the most defensive drivers can't prepare for everything. But no worries. Central Collision Center, located on the 914 bypass across from the flea market, takes what is often a difficult situation and handles the details for you. From seamless auto body claims, processing, to high-quality auto body repairs, car detailing, and much more. Central Collision Center is a family-owned and run body shop. They have an experienced team of auto body repair technicians and painters who use the latest equipment and receive the best training a body shop can provide. You can rest assured that your auto body repair is being done right, putting you back on the road as quickly and safely as possible. That's Central Collision Center.
41-14, Palindrome. 2:37 to go, third quarter. Warriors getting the score back. Madison Southern just got. We're going to talk about that last drive for Southwestern here in a second once more sends this one away. I've seen several really good drives tonight. Obviously, the Warriors leading 41-14. That one was really nice. Moore will lay the boot to it. And that will be dropped at around the 20. Live football. And the returner will go back to up around the 30-yard line. As turn man will be Jacob Thomas. A little slow to get up. Michael Gregg, I really like that series. Why? Because it was a really good, solid mixture. Passes, runs.
I agree.
Warrior offense gets that going.
They're going to be scary.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And they're already pretty damn scary.
They're pretty scary.
You add that in, my goodness.
And it seemed like Mason Hibbert was getting a little comfortable. Started throwing the ball a little bit there. That's what I'm waiting to see. There's going to be a moment where he gets comfortable, and when he does, he's going to get real scary.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He started really planting that plant foot and slinging it downfield. Now, more and more comfortable. Carpenter looked to throw under pressure. Hit as he throws. That will be complete. First down carry at the stick as Walden and Hutchinson, I believe, will send him backwards. That was J.J. Chambers on the reception. First down yardage, just enough for the Eagles. 2:15 to go. 41-14 Southwestern with the lead. Carpenter. Eagles already going, almost picked by Big Paul up front. As that one goes to Stephen Whitehead as he'll turn it upfield for first down pitch and catch. As that was almost picked out of the air. Was that Brody Perkins?
That was Brody Perkins.
Yeah. Road Dog almost got it out of the air and got an Eagle down with a cramp. Another cramping issue. Always happens first game of the season in August. A lot of humidity. It's a nice night, but still you feel that dew. And these guys giving it everything they've got coming out of the chute hot, so to speak. Cramps always happen in a bunch. First game of the season in Trust Healthcare Counseling Services High School Football, Lake Cumberland Sports. Josh McKinney alongside Michael Gregg. Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week, Southwestern. Next week scheduled to travel to West Jessamine. West Jessamine scheduled to play Paul Lawrence Dunbar tonight. That did not go due to COVID protocols. Hopefully we don't have to deal with that next week.
I hope not. Josh, you know, when you're dealing with the cramp, you know who you can see?
Who?
Henderson Chiropractic.
Absolutely.
They're committed to relieving your pain using the true principles of chiropractic care. Their caring, helpful team strives for excellence through extraordinary service and patient education. Dr. Henderson provides chiropractic care for injuries that occur during sports, auto accidents, work-related activities, or just everyday wear and tear. The experience you need for the results you want, that's Henderson Chiropractic.
Dr. Chad does great work. Jackson Chambers, the Eagle with cramp, heavily favoring that right leg as he goes to the sideline. Good call, Michael Gregg. Got to hydrate. Can never hydrate too much. But as a player, if you wait till the night to start hydrating, you're going to cramp. That has to start way earlier in the week. These players do that. It still happens, though. 2:03 to go, third quarter. Long third quarter. Warriors with 2 of the 3 scores in the quarter.
Josh, we have a fantastic crowd out here tonight.
Absolutely. Coming on the line as Carpenter slings it downfield, and that was almost picked off inside the 30. Mason Hibbert almost had him an INT as Carpenter let his man a little too far. Hibbert trying to pick that one off. Grass top. Under 2 minutes to play third quarter. Eagles already back to the line. Intended target was Woods, if I'm not mistaken. 2nd and 10. 41-14. Southwestern has this one in hand. 3 hands on the deck for the Warriors. Linebacker coming. There's in the flat. Rocky Whitehead gets the reception. At the line of scrimmage, he'll get a couple. Short gain. Maddox Mink will come apply the tackle. Gain of only 2. 3rd and 8. Clock winds. 90 seconds to go, third quarter. And 3 hands on the deck for the Warriors. Carpenter out of the pistol. Good protection now to break down. Maddox Mink coming after him. Maddox Mink, go get it. 72. Quarterback sack by Maddox Mink. 4th down for the Eagles. That Southwestern front has got really good penetration tonight on Carpenter.
Playing stout.
My goodness.
That front.
That's one of the strengths of this House of Pain defense.
Yep. Cody Harmon, Maddox Mink, John Poe, Nicholas Tucker, and Brody Perkins among a few rotating in and out along that front tonight for Southwestern.
3rd sack tonight? I know Poe has 2,
sure, but
Mink with 1.
Poe and Mink are certainly making their presence known. You remember last year, Cody Harmon was a force.
Jeez.
We've not called his number a lot tonight, but he's a young man that Southwestern will benefit from him coming back out here.
Well said.
This season for that another go-round.
That do-over years.
Got a few of those.
Absolutely.
Let's point those out. So we know Harmon, Crisp. Okay, I said a few, and I'm stumped.
You're on that island by yourself. I'm out. I wish I could help you.
Okay.
I know you will find it.
Coach Payne helped me just the shade. Never mind. More about that later. That may be the only 2 seniors. There's a few more that reclassified.
There were.
And I think that's what's got me stumped. You got Hibbard reclassified.
I was going to say Mason did, didn't he?
Mason Jr. Yeah.
So there's 3. I know there were more than that because Coach mentioned them on Tuesday. And
couple of young bunks like Jonas Gallagher and Owen Campbell,
Yep.
I think, are 2.
Look at you now. Look at you now.
There's, I'm sure, more that I am not pointing out.
4th and 12. And at 10 to go, third quarter is.
Seems like one of those maybe even been Tanner Wright, because he's a junior, and I thought he was a junior last year.
Maybe so.
Don't know.
As Madison Southern will boot this one away. As Chambers back out after that cramp, and he'll send it away. Pretty punt. Takes a friendly hop. That'll mosey inside the 15. Will die at around the 13. Straight up 60 seconds to go, third quarter. 41-14. Southwestern with the lead here. Season opener. 3 games across our platform here at Lake Cumberland Sports. As Lincoln County had no problems defeating Somerset. Death Valley. Last report, Pulaski County defeating, on top of Belfry, I should say. Not defeating them. That game obviously not over. Leading Belfry. Anytime you're on the positive side of Belfry,
you'll take it.
Yes, absolutely. And nobody's going to feel sorry for Belfry.
Colin Burton returns as quarterback for the Warriors.
Tough one for Somerset. And could be a good start for PC. Here it is, nice one for Southwestern, leading 41-14 with a minute to go, third quarter. Burton takes the snap, quarterback keeper off left tackle.
Quarterback keeper
Up to around the 22-yard line as he wrapped up and finally dropped by Paul Mills. And it's a first down for Colin Burton. I would assume that Mason Hibbard's night is done. And in and out, dealing with a little calf injury. As he's got that right calf taped. See Mason walking near sideline. As Brainerd looking for some running room. 25-30, looking for the near sideline. 35-40, 45 midfield. Still on his feet, running down near sideline, and they will say he stepped out at the Madison Southern 49-yard line. Brainerd said, no, I didn't. The big bull trying to get loose. First down, Southwestern, another Turner Realty Group first down. The big bull looking to cock that head back and
That's exactly right.
take it to the house.
That is exactly right. He was getting ready to do it. The sideline kept him from it.
Just ran out of real estate. No. Couple people that can help with that. 29.9 seconds to go, third quarter. First and 10 Warriors from the Eagle 49. Warriors working the near home hash. Backs either side of Burton. He will hand it off to Dylan Bland. Starts left, comes back right. Busts loose at the 40. 35, stiff arm. Give him a couple more. Shoved out of bounds. At 32, another Turner Realty Group first down. And right now the Warrior running backs, that offensive line, continuing to exert their will on a tired Madison Southern defense.
Okay, I'm gonna plug a young man for a second. Last year, how many times we talk about some issues with the QB center exchange?
Excellent point.
Have we said anything tonight at all about that?
Nothing. And when you say nothing,
That's
that is a
good
great thing.
And so that first varsity start, Nico Pascarella, fantastic game tonight.
Absolutely.
Anchoring that offensive line, young sophomore.
No problems whatsoever. And that was a question mark last year, as Burton will keep it himself. Once he gets the snap, he'll be taken down by Stephen Whitehead with a short gain of about 3. And, Michael, we talked to Coach Foley on Tuesday at the coaches show. As that will be the end of the third quarter on that play. 2nd and 2 facing Southwestern as we get to the fourth, 41-14 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. That offensive line was completely new last year. Maybe one returner. Am I remembering that correctly?
I'm sorry.
Maybe one. I don't even know if there was that. Like there's a question mark on the linebacking core this year for Southwestern. The huge question mark last year, and I said it to Coach Foley, the huge question mark that couldn't fit inside any building was, what's the offensive line going to look like? Who's going to play the offensive line? Well, that came along incredibly well last year. There is absolutely no question whatsoever how good Southwestern's offensive line is.
And they, I think, put that to rest last year.
They
too,
did.
Josh.
They absolutely did.
Several games where they ran the football for over 300. I think there may have been a game or two where they pushed 400 yards. And you're talking like video game stupid numbers.
Oh, insane.
You know, like that's just imposing your will. And really, they didn't throw the football a whole lot. So on the scouting report, you knew what was coming. Try to stop me, and you couldn't do it. And that's just kudos to Coach Tank and the offensive line and all those young bulls up there doing work.
You know,
and if I'm not mistaken, talking about that offensive line, they're not going to graduate many of those young men, if any.
If any, yeah, I don't think so.
On that offensive line this year. So, they're, again, we talked about the stable being full. Their stable is full across that offensive line. And if you've got a quality offensive line, you can accomplish a lot of things.
Absolutely.
And so future is bright here in the blue and orange. And Coach Jason Foley, like you said, uncharted territory, looking to do things that have never been done over here.
Absolutely. No excuses. Uncharted territory. Fresh 12 on the board. 41-14, Southwestern with the lead and the football. Inside handoff goes to Tanner Wright. Short yardage. Stephen Whitehead coming off the bottom of the pile for Southern will be Isaac Moore. 3rd and about 5. Clock winds. Warriors lead 41-14. Southern trying to win for the first time in the season opener since 2016. That will not happen in 2021. And Colin Burton out of the shotgun. Tanner Wright to his right. Burton bobbles, fires to Christian Walden in the bubble far sideline. Walden makes a move upfield, first down yardage and more. Does he take it to the house? Yes, he does. Christian Walden, the pitch and catch. Yards after the catch. Caught it behind the line of scrimmage. Take it on to the house. Young man. Watch this bobble. Burton, bobble. Cool, calm, and collected. Put it right in the bread basket. Walden. Great field vision to the house for 6. 47-14, that touchdown from 29 yards away.
Cade Hewitt with a downfield block, just enough to make sure that Etheridge could not make a play on that.
Love those downfield blocks. Love them. 47-14. How about Burton? Bobbling. What was a good snap? Cool, calm, and collected. Moore with the extra point. The extra point is good. 48-14, 11:07 to go. Fourth quarter, Warriors getting all up on Madison Southern.
Another thing about that extra point, we talked about Caleb Moore and the solid job he's doing. The holder, Matt Shadowan, done an excellent job catching, holding. That can't happen without that. And there's a lot goes on with that. Very complicated process. Southwestern making it look easy. Kudos to those folks. Interest Healthcare Counseling is our title sponsor, and they have made it their mission to be the trusted leader in promoting mental health in Kentucky for the last 22 years. Stay healthy at home with counseling services for children and adults using your phone or computer. Call Intrust at 606-676-0638 to get services started today from anywhere in Kentucky. You can always visit their Facebook page at Intrust Healthcare Counseling Services to learn more about how they can help you or your family today. At Intrust, your mental health matters. And Don Franklin Somerset Family of Dealerships, they treat you like family, our presenting sponsor. A big thank you to Don Franklin Somerset Family Dealerships for presenting tonight's coverage of high school football. Be sure to take advantage of the end of summer savings at any of their Somerset locations. Visit them at any of their 4 Somerset locations or on Facebook at Don Franklin Somerset Family of Dealerships. They treat you like family.
48-14, 11:07 to go in the fourth. Tanner Wright with 3 touchdowns on the ground tonight. The big bull, Gideon Brainerd, with 2 touchdowns on the ground tonight. Aiden Burton with the scoop and score defensive touchdown. And now Colin Burton to Christian Walden. Pitch and catch for the touchdown. Moore has been solid, perfect on those extra points. 48-14. And I am going to go ahead and put Caleb Moore's name in for player of the game. He might not win it, but I'm putting him in there. Perfect on extra points.
Absolutely.
As Nixon on the return. Jackson Chambers on the return.
Who picks that player of the game anyway? That's Jeremiah Jones that does that.
I think so. Yeah, I think he got the short straw this year. I like what you did there. Pass the buck. I like that. I like that. I like that, Michael Gregg.
He's caught every play on the camera, so he should know
Absolutely
exactly who that award should go to.
Got an email address we can pass along to folks if they don't like it? You said you were emailing him.
Yeah. www.don'tblameme.com.
That's a good point. There is a flag.
You know, when you're surrounded with riches, and tonight we are.
Absolutely.
It really does get tough picking players of the game.
It certainly does.
It really does. And you could, I think one game last year we may have given it to the entire offensive line. I think, did we do that? Because they certainly earned the cred. We were trying to make sure we give those men the cred.
And they could deny it because you look at what Southwestern's done on the ground and through the air and the protection of the quarterbacks.
Right. And so, but it's tough. And
it is.
Have a tough job. And
it is not an exact science by any stretch of the imagination.
No, sir.
First and 10 for the Eagles from their own 44. Left to right here for Madison Southern to finish it up. The far visitor hash. Madison Southern home opener next Friday night against George Rogers Clark. Carpenter hands it off to Whitehead. Steamrolls a couple of Warriors. Whitehead still on his feet, rumbling, stumbling up to the 45-yard line. Nice run.
Whitehead using a truck action on that play.
Ooh. Little construction work. Goodness. Dosing some players along the way. That's one of the best runs of the night. Scrimmage for Madison Southern. Surprised we haven't seen Smith tote it more. As Whitehead gets the carry again. Up the gut. Positive yardage up to around the 40, given the 39-yard line. As Walter Smith, memory serves, went down with cramp earlier.
And he stayed out, hasn't he?
Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't seen him back in. Leading rusher last year. Leading pass receiver of the team in receptions. TD passes as well. Scoring leader from last year. Banged up in this one with a cramp. I'll give it to Whitehead again. That is number called three straight times.
Colin Hibbert and Hagan Galloway in on the stop there.
As it will be a timeout as Madison Southern will take the Ron Shaw Realtor timeout with 10:03 to go in the fourth. Warriors lead comfortably 48-14.
The name to know when you or your friends and family are buying or selling real estate is Ron Shaw with Weichert Realtors Ford Brothers. Ron has a long-standing history of community service and is a proud supporter of youth sports in the Lake Cumberland area. Ron truly cares for others and works hard for all of his clients, no matter the size or value of the property that they are selling. You can contact Ron Shaw at 606-271-0774 or email him at ronshaw45@gmail.com. That's Ron Shaw at Weichert Realtors Ford Brothers. And Master Barber Brian Hood at Shiner's Barbershop invites you to experience Somerset's only true to tradition barbershop, located in the old Video Palace in Somerset. For your next haircut, straight razor, and hot towel shave, or maybe you need to style and trim up the beard, go to @BHoodFaded on Facebook or shinersbarbershop.com and book your next appointment with Brian Hood.
Rocky Whitehead in the backfield now with Carpenter operating out of the pistol. 3rd and 4. Whitehead gets the carry, and will be taken down, easy for me to say, as he got to the line of scrimmage.
Colin Hibbert just stopping him right in his tracks.
Absolutely. As Colin, nice tackle on Rocky Whitehead.
Colin Hibbert, another young man that showed out pretty good the spring game.
Absolutely.
So did himself a lot of favors. He's a young man. When he hits the field, he plays wide open, full bore, and you can tell it getting rewarded for the effort.
Absolutely. We mentioned that earlier on another Warrior. You put in the work, Coach Foley's going to reward you. 4th and 4. The pitch and catch ought to be complete. Carpenter to his receiver downfield, as that will go to Woods. First down, move the chains for Madison Southern. 9:19 to go. 48-14. Southwestern comfortably. Well, Madison Southern came out and hit Southwestern with a ropey-dope. First play from scrimmage, a 62-yard touchdown. That was 5 unanswered for Southwestern to really put it away. Warriors scored a couple in the third. Southern got back on the board. Their second touchdown in the third. Whitehead keeps it on the ground, being Rocky Whitehead. Since that Madison Southern score with 4:21 to go in the third, Southwestern has gone back-to-back. One in the third, one in the fourth. The 5 in the middle gave you plenty of breathing room. 8:45 to go in the fourth. This one has been a long one.
We have not. Let's see. Last update we have from Pulaski County, 42-13 after 3 quarters. Favor of Pulaski County.
Nice. I like it. Rocky Whitehead sweeping left side. Second and long. He'll get a couple. 2, maybe 3. Ran out of bounds by a host of Warriors. Leading the charge, Callaway. Clock stopped as Whitehead ran out of bounds. 3rd and about 7, we'll call it. Warriors comfortable in this one. Carpenter out of the gun. Looking to throw, straight back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket, looking near sideline. Could it be holding? No call, and there it will come late. Carpenter slings it away. And 5 yards out of bounds, near sideline. Home folks were begging for it. I was politicking. The Warriors might get it.
Double flag on the play.
Excuse me, multiple flags.
And they may turn it down.
Still not as good as 4 that we had on the field earlier. Waiting on the call here. 8:15 to go in the fourth. Warriors lead 48-14 in Trust Healthcare Counseling Services, high school football. Never got the signal, did we?
No, he was talking to Coach Foley, and I assume that means it's against Madison Southern. I don't know that they'll move, but then they just put it up 4th down is what I would assume would happen here. But
my question is, why does it take this long?
they are going to move the football back.
Not that I have anywhere to be, but it should not take this long. Just move it along, keep the flow going. The holding, that will be decline and intentional grounding.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know about that one. But that'll help Southwestern. That'll be 4th down. So Southwestern declines the holding penalty, takes the intentional grounding, and Southern will be backed up to the Warrior 40 now.
Okay.
Yeah. And we move along.
Take your word for it.
4th and long. For Madison Southern, Carpenter looking to throw, looking to plant that foot. Nothing there. He'll tuck it. Still looking. And he was close to the line of scrimmage. As that'll be complete to Etheridge. Makes a couple of moves. He's going to be well short of the 1st down marker. And that will be turned over on downs. Southwestern will get the football with 8:04 left in this one, leading 48-14. Massive substitutions for the Warriors.
I see that. So my curiosity is if we're going to see young Ryan Anderson taking snaps tonight.
So I'm warming up down here.
Well, he's talking to number 19, and I think that was Matt Shadowan, who's been doing holding duties, at least according to my roster. That's who I have down as the person in the holding. So it looks like Shadowan's going to be taking some snaps.
Senior, Matt Shadowan.
Yes, sir.
Number 19, Matt Shadowan, is quarterback for Southwestern.
8:04 to go in the fourth. Third quarterback we've seen tonight behind center for Southwestern. Shadowan. First snap, throws, fires. That'll be complete. 25 up to around the 31-yard line as receiver lost his helmet.
Dev Patel on the play.
It's a reception by Dev. Lost the helmet. He'll have to check out. As Patel have a gain of about 7. Yeah, call it more like 6. 2nd and 4.
Gallagher checking in for Patel.
Lost the bonnet, got to step out. Make sure those things are strapped up tight. Warriors. She's doing. Backside other side of him. He will hand it off to Christian Walden. Inside left tackle, making several guys miss. Walden. Somebody had him by the foot, wouldn't let him go as he was trying to buck away from the tackle. Flag will fly. Give the stop to Stephen Perkins. But what is the flag? 7:32 to go. Warriors lead 48-14. Southern come out of the chute hot with the old rope-a-dope. Got on the board first, 6-0, and 5 unanswered for Southwestern. And Southern scoring their second touchdown with 4:21 to go in the third. Since then, back-to-back scores. We'll recap it all for you in the postgame show. And that will be...
Dead ball personal foul against the Warriors.
Okay, dead ball personal foul on Southwestern.
Coach Foley, I think you've exceeded expectations for the first game out. I don't think that Coach was maybe a little bit unsure about how his team would respond here coming out of the chute with this one. You know, particularly Brainerd, you know, being at Governor Scholar for a month and missing some practice. And he's looked good tonight. Tanner Wright has looked good tonight. Offensive line, like we said, has looked good tonight.
Beautiful. And, you know, Warriors are going to get the win tonight. There are things they certainly need to work on, obviously. But coming out, taking care of business, getting the big win, season opener, a lot of things to tweak and build on.
And really, you talked about
massage, so to speak.
You talked about the linebacker being a question mark. I think the linebacker corps has played well.
I agree. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Someone takes the snap. He will hand it off to a new running back for Southwestern. Sweeping right side, turning it upfield. Big bunch of yards. Southwestern back.
Lucas McKee.
I was going to say McKee, isn't it? Lucas McKee, number 35. As he will get a bunch of yards. Hit him 15. It was first and 25. He'll get back to what was the original line of scrimmage. It's second and 10. 7 minutes to go in the fourth. Nice run by McKee. Christian Walden would check out. You would assume that he is probably done for the night as well. Walden with a touchdown reception. Warriors got it. Both sides, offense and defense. She's going looking to throw. Fires. That's complete. Close to around midfield. That reception. That one will go to Justin Vaught.
That ball comes out of Shadowan's hands nicely.
It does. It really does. Nice and crisp. Not Connor crisp, just a crisp pass. Well, it's the first reception of the night. Good for 7. 3rd and 3, approaching 6 minutes to go. And Southwestern, Colin Hibbert. His first carry of the night. He'll have first down yardage and more. 1st and 10 Southwestern. Another Turner Realty Group first down for the Warriors as they get to the Madison Southern 45. Clock winding, 6 minutes to go. Madison Southern defense, you see plenty of hands on hips.
Well, I didn't see Ryan Anderson check in. Did I miss it?
Nope, that's still Shadowan at quarterback. Regardless of what Mr. PA says, as he's looking to throw, went across the line, went ahead and ran with it, near sideline, back far sideline. He's got some running room to the 30, 25. He will scamper out of bounds. Popped as he was out of bounds, and a flag will fly. That will get Southwestern some more. Cruz right on top of this one just to keep the unpleasantries from getting worse.
A little frustration.
A little bit, yeah. That is Matt Shadowan, the senior, still at quarterback.
I was really hoping he'd uncork that one. I'd like to see him.
He was wanting to.
I could tell.
He was wanting to, and he looked at where he was on the field, and he had the benefit of good protection to be able to look momentarily and knew that he was close to that line, if not above the line, and saw the field. Oh, I got some running room. Let's take this thing.
decision making.
Absolutely.
Senior comes with experience.
Mm-hmm. Warriors back into the Rick Barker red zone yet again. It has been busy tonight. Shadoan looking to throw, fires. That will be complete. Wrapped up and dropped. Really nothing there as Etheridge will make the stop as that reception goes to Jonas Gallagher.
Tackle made by Etheridge.
Gallagher, freshman, one of the many young bucks.
Starting center fielder on the baseball team.
Mm-hmm. Multi-sport athlete and a good one. As Gallagher will actually lose 2 on that reception. 4:50 to go. And Southern might have jumped.
Flag on the play.
As Southwestern to get some the easy way.
Offsides, Eagles.
They'll stop the clock with 4:48 left in this, and Warriors have it in hand, 48-14. Warriors will start the season 1-0. And we'll travel to West Jessamine next Friday night, hopefully. West Jess scheduled to play Paul Lawrence Dunbar tonight. My understanding is that game did not happen due to COVID protocols.
We don't know which team, do we?
No.
Just didn't happen.
We do not. Shadoan looking to throw. Looking. Still looking. He could have ran it. Throws it to the end zone. Sliding catch. Touchdown. Southwestern. Give the reception. Is that right?
Caden Flores?
Yeah, Caden Flores.
Freshman.
I heard the PA guy say Anderson, and he's not in the game. Caden Flores, the sliding catch.
Yeah, I have Anderson as 12, and that
Yeah,
was 19, Matt Shadoan.
He is killing me. No, it's not. Touchdown pass, Shadoan to Caden Flores. We have that right for you. Moore's extra point is good. And that will make it 55-14, 4:23 to go in this one. If you don't know, don't say who it is. Sorry.
Conveniently located off North Highway 27 between Big Lots and Backyard Burger, Magic Monograms is the place for custom embroidery, screen printing, and so much more. They can put your designs on medical and athletic uniforms, corporate and school apparel. Find them on Facebook. Search Magic Monograms and Embroidery. And Josh, as we 4:23 on the clock here in the fourth quarter, we are going to have to start asking Jeremiah Jones who our players of the game are going to be.
And his email address again is what?
www.don'tblameme.com is what I'm going to go with. And I know that's not even an email address.
Tough decision. Well, it's going to be tough not to give it to Tanner Wright. 3 touchdowns on the night.
Right, and I think that's where my vote goes just because of that. You mentioned Kayla Moore. Yeah, he has played fantastic tonight. Yeah.
I say Moore because Tanner Wright's going to get his.
Well, I would argue with that.
But at the same time,
okay.
3 touchdowns, a hat trick. Can't go wrong with Brainerd either. I mean, they're
and that may be a nod towards Moore if Brainerd and Wright and Moore will just.
He had all the extra points, and they all have been true and perfect.
And they have been. And that's a huge asset for this team.
And knowing the work that he has put in. I leave that decision up to you and Jeremiah, so I'm passing the buck to you all. Return back up the middle to the 41-yard line. 4:15 to go. The clock will wind. The mercy rule in effect. And saying that, again, it's not an exact science, and it never has been. And you, as you will see as you go along the season with us, and if you followed us, you know we like to spread it around and not give it to the same guy week in and week out. You could give it to the offensive line as well.
You could. Well, we won't do that because we do have a new one this year. We have an offensive lineman. And, so my thoughts, and we've talked a lot about Braid Myers and certainly Matt Loy. Again, I think that QB center exchange has been flawless.
You already took it out of my mouth, brother.
So our, first varsity start for Mr. Nico That's where my vote's going.
Eco Pescarolo. Absolutely. You got me on that one 100%. 100%. As that one will stay on the ground straight up the gut.
Whitehead for a gain of a yard. It'll be
Second and 9 is
for the Eagles.
Stephen Whitehead will get one.
Goff makes the stop for Southwestern.
Goff will make the stop.
At the conclusion of tonight's game, we are going to get down on the field and catch up with Coach Jason Foley. Our own Josh McKinney will do that. And I'm assuming that'll be on Facebook. The interview with Coach be on Facebook. Interview with Coach Foley after the game on Facebook. Yep.
This is planning as we go. Sometimes you got to do that.
We are figuring it out.
Hey, that's what you do. That's what we do. That's what we do. So it'll be Whitehead on the carry, that being Rocky Whitehead. As
Wyatt Stafford in on the tackle.
Thank you, sir. I was trying to get him to turn around.
I
can't trust what I hear from up
well,
there.
I was going to say, I did take the PA at his word.
I was waiting and looking. Again, if you don't know who it is, don't say. Because if you don't hear me say, I'm waiting to find out who it is. 3rd and 4. Rocky Whitehead off left tackle. First down yardage. And a little more as he'll get to the Southwestern 45. Under 2 minutes to go. Warriors will start season 1-0. We'll travel to Westchester next Friday night, and we will have it for you right here on Lake Cumberland Sports. We'll have every single game all season long. The only place you're going to get that is right here at Lake Cumberland Sports. 90 seconds left in this one. It is going to be a good one for Southwestern. Home opener, season opener. Warriors victorious in a big-time way tonight. As Stephen Whitehead gets the carry. Coming near sideline, looking for the corner. Spin move, little Maytag action. We'll get up inside the 30 with 1:10 to play.
So we were 31. We were trying to figure out the name. That was Wyatt Stafford. That young man's been on the tackle 3 plays in a row. I think he's making a case for some minutes, Coach.
Absolutely. More PT.
Do you see him chasing the ball carrier right there?
He can go get it. You like to see that.
Oh,
you know Coach Payne is loving seeing that. You got to battle for your minutes, and these Warriors battle.
Go get it, young fella.
Absolutely. Rocky Whitehead inside left tackle. 4, maybe 5, under 30 seconds left in this one. Madison Southern will host George Rogers Clark next Friday night. As I said it in the pregame, and I'll say it again, I can almost guarantee you Madison Southern will be around deep in the playoffs because that's what they do under Coach John Clark, regardless of what their overall season record ends up. Final seconds. Taking off the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard, and this one has just gone final. Southwestern, a 55-14 win over Madison Southern. The Warriors start the year off 1-0. The Eagles on the short side of it at 0-1. As Madison Southern was looking to win their first season opener since 2016, making the trip down 75 and 461. The Warriors taking care of business. Southwestern wins it 55-14. Your final score. We've documented it all night long. As Madison Southern got on the board first. First play from scrimmage on the offensive side for the Eagles. 11:46 to go, opening quarter. A 62-yard touchdown pass, Carpenter to Smith. That makes it 6-0. The Eagles hit Southwestern with the old rope-a-dope. 2-point conversion, no good, 6-0. The Warriors would answer with 6:34 to go. In the opening quarter, a 6-yard touchdown run by Tanner Wright, his first of 3 on the night. That tied us at 6, the only tie of the night. The 2-point conversion failed. It remained 6-all. Warriors get the defensive score, a little scoop and score. Mr. 2-5, Eden Burton. That coming with 5:48 to go. In the opening quarter, that made it 12-6. Moore's extra point was good. That made it 13-6. Third straight score for Southwestern, coming with 1:48 to go. Opening quarter, a 5-yard touchdown run by Tanner Wright. Mixture explosive. That made it 19-6. Moore's extra point good. 20-6 at the end of one. A single score in a penalty-plagued second quarter. The lone score going to Southwestern with 6 seconds to go. A 1-yard touchdown run by the big bull, Gideon Brainerd. 26-6. Moore's extra point good. 27-6. That was your halftime score. Warriors score with 7:18 to go in the third quarter. Their fifth unanswered score. An 18-yard touchdown run by Tanner Wright. Give him the hat trick on the night. 33-6. Moore's extra point good. 34-6. Southwestern. Madison Southern will get on the board for the first time since 11:46 to go in the opening quarter. Coming with 4:21 to go in the third, a 2-yard touchdown quarterback keeper by Carpenter. That makes it 34-12. Whitehead's 2-point conversion good, 34-14. That would do it for the scoring for Madison Southern. Southwestern after that would score 3 unanswered. 2:37 to go third quarter, a 27-yard touchdown run by Gideon Brainerd. Big Bull makes it 40-14. Moore's extra point good, 41-14 at the end of 3. 2 more scores for Southwestern. 11:07 to go in the fourth, a 29-yard touchdown pass. Burton to Walden, 47-14. Moore's extra point good, 48-14. Thank you. I am burning up. This is a lot to do. This is the hardest I've worked all night. I'll just be honest with you. We got any water? Final score of the night goes to Southwestern. 4:23 to go in the fourth, an 8-yard touchdown pass by Shadowan to Flores, making it 54-14. Moore's extra point good, 55-14, your final score.
I guess the players of the game.
Indeed.
Offensive linemen are committed to protecting their quarterbacks, and defensive linemen are committed to stopping the ball carrier. At United Cumberland Bank, they are committed to the communities they serve. Their personal and business banking services help you protect what is financially important to you. United Cumberland Bank would like to honor tonight's lineman of the game, Nico Pascarella. Visit them at unitedcumberland.com, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Our defensive player of the game is presented by Central Collision Center. Even the most defensive drivers can't prepare for everything, but no worries. Central Collision Center, located on 914 Bypass, across from the flea market, takes what is often a difficult situation and handle the details for you. From seamless auto body claims processing to high-quality auto body repairs, car detailing, and much more. Central Collision Center is a family-owned and run body shop. They have an experienced team of auto body repair technicians and painters who use the latest equipment and receive the best training a body shop can provide. You can rest assured that your auto body repair is being done right, putting you back on the road as quickly as and safely as possible. Our defensive player of the game tonight is Maddox Mink. And our Somerset Community College offensive player of the game, much debated throughout the course of this one, we're going to give it to Caleb Moore.
Nice.
Who came in and did a fantastic job kicking in the extra points. Did a nice job kicking the ball off as well. Kicking the ones after the TDs could prove crucial as this season moves on. And I want to thank again Jeremiah Jones on the assist for all those players of the game.
Absolutely.
Thanks again, Jeremiah.
You getting that email address?
Yeah.
Just in case anybody has a problem with it?
Yeah, www.don'tblameme.com. Okay.
Sound like
all right.
That was fun.
It was a lot of fun. First game.
My goodness.
1-0. Let's do it again next week.
Certainly. At West Yes.
We'll be there.
We'll have it for you on Lake Cumberland Sports. Huge thank you to Jeremiah Jones, Pat Harris, Devin Lloyd. My goodness, what a night it was. What a night it was. 55-14 your final scores. Southwestern wins. Opening night, KHSAA high school football season. Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. I'm Josh McKinney and Trust Healthcare Counseling Services High School Football on Lake Cumberland Sports.